Sup? Man, you can tell I'm tired. It's like shoving honeycombs in my face while trying to get it all going here. But yeah, morning everybody. Hopefully, or evening, or whatever, or good night, depending on where you are. But yeah, hopefully you're all having a great day. We're gonna continue on with the what's it called? The weapon select here. So we polished up our inventory last time, and now we're going to hopefully work on the Hotbar thing today. So we'll see how it goes. What's good? What a great saying. My cat already wanted to come up here. Like, she likes to sprawl out and take over the desk and stop me from working. But that's what cats do. Joppy, hey, welcome to the stream. Breakthrough on my debugging radar blips this morning. That's what's up. Nice. Awesome. I'm glad it's working out. Yeah, holidays right around the corner, so that's really exciting. Hopefully everyone's got some big plans with some family. The only good thing over here is my cats and their assholes. Yeah. Well, mine's not an asshole. She's just laying here all nice. My cat is extremely talkative. You can have like full-on conversations with it, so. Got my coffee. Got water today. Unlike last stream, I had literally 0 water. So hopefully somebody, I can't remember who was, always tells me to drink water, so I like that. Says no sound. Good sound. Okay, good. Sajvid? I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing that, but hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. You look so comfortable. Yeah, he's referring to this chair, which the Cult of Grace graciously got for me, so I really appreciate that. It's, yeah, it's really great. It's like, it just, so soft, it like just hugs you, and it like fits the curvature of your spine, so. You guys are funny. Bro sounds like Seth Rogen. No, you're funny. Have a good stream, Moo. Yeah, BSG, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And sounds like Seth Rogen, looks like Chris Pratt, man. If only. You guys are funny. The only thing I want that Seth Rogen has is a successful voiceover career. That didn't go anywhere. Shaw says you can call me David. Well, all right then. That simplifies things. What do you think about making a pool manager inside the base game mode class? That's probably not a good idea because the game mode is supposed to be well. Obviously, depends for multiplayer and stuff, but yeah, the game mode's supposed to be the rules of the game. I wouldn't be putting anything in there that has anything to do with managing actors. I would put that instead in. I'm assuming you're doing that to make it more accessible, the pool manager. I don't think you need to put it anywhere, to be honest. I think you just need to make the blueprint for it. And but yeah, game mode, just, only use the game mode for setting the rules of your game. How many, how much X you need to win, blah 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 blah, and then it's per game modes per level, right? So, and I literally recorded last night a video on game mode, game state, game instance, all of those ones. So I have to edit it after this video, but yeah, it's basically going to be an explanation on all the basic framework, and then obviously we go in and I show you guys what's up. So that one's going to be really good. I just released my video last night on the object cool pattern, which is probably what he's referencing. And yeah, so that was a good old time. Bit lower views than I expected, to be honest. Might have to change up the thumbnail. Probably not catchy enough. Do you need to save your pool inside the game instance for save load functionality? I mean, well, it depends what it's for. I mean, generally no. Unless it's, like, let's say... trying to think of an example. I was thinking of Pokemon specifically. Where would you keep your data for your Pokemans? That's a good point. That's crazy. You wouldn't keep every single one of your Pokemon even the ones that you have in the PC in the game instance. That's like crazy. Because obviously you'd have like a data asset for each Pokemon because you need to know like the name, the stats, and base stats and all that kind of stuff. The save game object, yeah, for sure. Usually you do the same save game object in the game instance, and obviously the game instance is going to be persistent across levels, right? So, how else would you track like their level and stuff for each individual person? That's a hard one. Too hard to think right now. But anyways, so sorry, Mark. Mark Hardy says, just a thought because the game mode is an actor and resets each level load, but okay, I was just curious if the projectile simulation is disabled if the component is still ticking. No, we disabled that in the grandfather class. That the actor is to be disabled when it's not in use. So that's what we did in there. So no, it is not taking when it's not what's it called? When it's not being used. So the only thing that is bad for the object cool pattern, like I was saying in the video, is the replication. If you got 100 bullets in the world, they're all still replicating. Not great. Don't do that. Real time, why am I getting a ton of notifications like the Game Theorist and Wedgegoon and stuff now that the stream started? Well, you know what? Saturday's a good day. Everyone wanted to push everything out before the holidays because no one wants to do any work next week, so, save game object. Tommy, each blip on my radar is from a pool of blips. A pool of UMG widgets. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. If you, I think I showed you this when we created the mock-up for your UI, Tommy, but, retainer boxes are amazing. Use those a lot, because that really helps with optimization. It reduces draw calls on the UI, so. Where is Mark? The stream is so trouble-free. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That's crazy. So hang on, this isn't auto scrolling, which is pissing me off. So I think that's good now. Okay, so anyways, Sean, welcome to the stream. Hi. And let's must have changed his name. Yeah, Mark's probably sleeping. He had a hard work week. He's gonna be pissed because usually, obviously, I start these at 11. But I started a bit earlier today so I could have more time for editing. All right. So yeah, drink lots of water, everybody. Don't be like digital chaser and never drink water, because that's not smart, right? So. All right, so let's get started here. I'll switch your property over to the stream. All right, let's check out what we were doing here. Get rid of the blueprint debugger so I can see the chat, and then I will change my window layout to stream so everybody can see. There we go. Okay. Only drink coffee. Water is ick. Man, I thought I'd never hear a Brit say that, to be honest. I thought... Well, I hear you only drink tea, which is still way better than only drinking coffee. Only the bean water. I don't drink that goddamn bean water. But all right, so play. I just want to remember where we were, because yeah, we were letting that go because we had to focus on other shit. So all right, we can drag some stuff around. Oh, breakpoints. We're hitting breakpoints. Stand by. Alright. Alright, things swappity swap. I can drag things over here, or I can't. Alright. Alright, can I do this? Nice. Can I drag this here? It's going to say no. Perfect. I can swap these. Can I drag this here? Yep. Can I drag this back here? Yep. Can I drag this here? Oh, no. Oh no! So oh yeah, we haven't scripted the other inventory yet. But let's just work on something else today, because we've been working on that for too long. So let's work on the hotbar. So, and possibly the weapon select maybe we'll do after. But yeah, the hotbar is not too hard. We just don't have any active. The hotbar is only good when you have like weapons attached to your arms and stuff, So I don't have any animations. And I don't want to spend the whole stream doing animations because I hate animations. But let's see what we got in the fabbage for animations. Lol, the wee tea. Muhahaha. Earl Grey tea hot. I've been enjoying vanilla chai, to be honest. An RPG system? Oh yeah, I want that. I don't want that. I want to make it myself. But anyways, we're looking for animations. Combat, particularly ones that are free. Free animations, Mega Spear Pack. FPS Animation Pack. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's pretty handy. What happened to this? Oh yeah, the starter pack has something in it, doesn't it? Where was it? I saw it up here. Actually, this mocap one I think has some stuff. I lied. Anyone know any good free animation packs that have FPS, holding FPS gun shit? Because that would be handy. Just looking here. Get someone in the Discord up and running. I spent a part of my morning doing animations. Yeah, I don't like animations. I just don't have the patience for it. It's not as intuitive for me as it is for blueprints, where it's just like, oh, this isn't working because XYZ. Oh yeah, King Boris. Where's King Boris at? Yeah, showcase. We need to know the showcase.
New game animations.
No, but I just want to see if there's any FPS ones in here. Oh, okay. That's lame. I'll read all those after. But anyways, so, that's, yeah, I wish there was A, more photos, and B, more... Oh, okay, here we go. Walk poses, sprint idle, traverse, avoidance. Workbench. No FPS stuff. Oh. Pistol and rifle animations. Look at this. This'll do. Except it's a paid one. MC sample animations. Any of these have weapons? King does have a ton of anims. Worth a try. Yeah, I just want specifically the, like, a weapon one. Because I just don't want to be, you know, dealing with that. So, sample pack. Well, you know what? We're not going to worry about it because we're not shooting the weapons, so we'll just have them in our hands, or whatever the case is. I'll just make a quick weapon slot on our character here. I believe we got to do Manny because Quinn inherits from Manny, or do we have to do the other way around? Or not the other way around, sorry, but I'll just do it on Quinn, whatever. Alright. We should have a gun thing here already, to be honest. Weapon R. Let's see where that is. I don't have any weapons in here, so I gotta add those now. Fab again! Back in the fabbage. Hey, did you want to import the FPS pack? You can use the anims from that. Are you talking about... Let's put the FPS pack. Put that in here. It's free, right? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I got this guy. I forgot about that. Super simple FPS pack. Yeah. This doesn't have any melee, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, I hate doing animations. It's part of game dev, but I hate it. Which FPS pack are you talking about, real time? Probably. No, I'm assuming not the one for my thing because that doesn't have any animations in it. Yeah, animations a lot. Yeah, just the digital. Is that the digital chaser? I was chirping you earlier about not drinking water. Oh, starter content. Well, we need guns anyway, so well if there's some in the starter content, I'll just import the good old weapons bundle silver that he hasn't updated since 4.12, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. Right. Starter pack. Add. Import to current... add feature content pack. How do you add that again? Because they don't... they didn't include that in this BS. Is it a fab asset now? Just gonna make the game with no animations called T-Pose Warriors. I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, like I said, whatever, we'll just not worry about it. So, our melee is going to be different than what we have in our inventory, but, you know, that's fine. So we got rifle and a pistol and some melee, and then there's a grenade actually in there. But we won't do any of that kind of stuff. We're just going to do the hotbar, that's what we're doing. So, okay. First things first, let's just... we have those things in here now. Perfect. Oh man, the OGs, like Fat Man said, these are the classic. So where is this? Added preview assets, rifle, or the AR, I think is what it was. AR. I literally just saw it. Oh, AR4 is what we're calling it. SKAR4. Okay. Alright. I love how this guy did it on the X and the Y as if we couldn't rotate it ourselves. But I can't remember which one was which. Skin that asset. Let's go. Interesting. Why can't you move it on the weapon R? That's odd. Alright, well, I'll cancel that then. We'll just do it on the... Oh, a hand grip. Here we go. What was I thinking? SK_AR4. There we go. Oh boy, that just like a glove. Hey? So that's fine. We'll leave it like that, and then we'll just double check that the pistol also looks good. Oh, and the knife too. I forgot about the knife. Where's the pistol? Oh, you just had to name one thing different, didn't you? There was a pistol in this pack, was there not? Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's the silver one, right? Yeah, that's the AK, AKU, AR, accessories. Oh yeah, look at that. I should have used this pack. Can you find this pack on Fab anymore? Because I remember having a hard time finding it on there. Because this guy literally hasn't updated it since 4.12 or 4. Yeah, you know, right? So I'm so confused where this goddamn pistol is. I guess there ain't one, so we're gonna use the Uzi then instead. I swear to God that was in the pack, wasn't it? Is Fab Store still open? No, it's not. Oh well, whatever. Sorry, where did my thing go? Foot socket, yeah. Where did my gun socket go? Hand grip, here we go. Add preview. Uzi. No stock, yeah. Interesting. The other one was on X, wasn't it? Okay. Whatever. We'll just deal with the jank, and we just want to get the system working. So, military silver, military dark ain't on Fab no more. Well, good thing I downloaded it beforehand, because that was some good shit. Sup, King? Same as Infinity Effects. Interesting. Thanks. I forgot to like it. What, the stream? You mean? Digital, I had to bring it into an empty project, then migrate. Yeah, well, it was saved to my library, so that worked out. Yeah, Tommy, I'm just reading the go to the add feature content pack. I was in there, but oops, what's it called? It's right here, and then up here. I don't know where you do starter pack from here. Skeleton mesh. Yeah, none of these have the starter pack in them. So, yeah, that's annoying that they took a starter pack stuff out. Like some of the most used stuff in there, isn't it? Fat Man are helping out King earlier. Nice, yeah. Leroy and I are going to jump into a chat later to deal with multiplayer stuff. So, yeah, that shit is just... it's like, I had a issue yesterday where two players... Or sorry, server and the client had the same controller. Like, so one of them didn't get a HUD and one of them did. It was just messed up. So, I don't know. I'm sure I'm doing something all wrong, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so Hotbar. Let's just create the Hotbar widget to start, so we have, we're actually doing something. Remove. Okay, there we go. Let's create a... I'm curious because... Oh yeah, no, that's fine. We can make that a... like, we can put this in so we can have the same functionality, so we can still do drag and drop and stuff. And then when we'll have to overlay a button, I guess. on top of that. Can you put widgets inside a button? That'd be pretty dope. Let's see if we can do that. Widget blueprints, user widget, UI, or not UI, widget blueprint underscore Hotbar. Take it into the Hotbar. Buy a drink. You probably, Fatman, you probably just sent me the content, starter content previously. I just probably wasn't at my computer when you sent it, and then I forgot about it, so sorry about that. But yeah, I can grab that. You have to migrate it manually. Yeah, that's so lame. Why would they take that out? They made a whole level on like how to use Unreal Engine, and then just like screw you, don't get content now. Buy you a water at the Hotbar, everything guy. Oh yeah, Zura made this nice card that is go to all the names in it that help contribute to the chair. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, Hotbar. All right, so let's start with. We'll just do a vertical box to start. Okay. I want to check if you can put a button in a widget in a button, because that'd be dope. Inventory slot. You can put a widget in a button. That's awesome. Okay, great. Great. So let's... zoned out there for a second. Let's not do fill. Let's just center it just like that. Don't like how the button is, like, wider than the thing. Is that to do with... Let's draw none. Yeah, there we go. Alright, perfect. So this will be, slot 1. How many hotkey slots do we want? Probably 4, I would imagine. Okay, so slot 1 has that widget, and we're just going to make sure that's a variable, which it is. The item slot... I guess we do need that to be a variable, hey, because we need to reference the data asset in there so we can change what we have equipped. So I'm going to duplicate this. I thought this was a vertical slot. Oh, shit, I meant to do a horizontal slot. There we go, okay. Now we can duplicate these. Look at that, we've made a hotbar already. The coding will be obviously slightly different. I'm new here. No one responds to me. I'm invisible. You're funny. Snasters, I've seen you comment a couple times. We have responded to you. Let's see here. Content drawer, add feature content pack content. There's there's another, I didn't see that in there. Right? Or do you just type content? No. Yeah, no, I don't see it in here. Anyways, works in 5.6. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I didn't see it in there, like I said. Happy everything, guys, starting the Mew train. Look at that. Meow. I don't have a cat one on here. I should record my cat. My cat makes some really freaking interesting noises. Anyone doing indie full time? I mean, no. That'd be the dream. I'm not even doing YouTube full time, and I would like to do that one day. Hopefully, if you guys, if you're watching, hopefully you've seen all the latest design pattern videos, because those are. I'm pretty proud of those videos. No, they're really good. I mean, making stuff, I still learn quite a bit, right? So, even though, like, you know, I thought I knew a lot of stuff about the observer pattern, but I still even learn stuff every time I make a video, so it's great. Okay, so we got bark bark. Funny. Yeah, TG's my YouTube buddy, sound guy. Sound as in good guy, not audio. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm your audio guy. I don't think I've ever worked on audio for you, but Ente, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I can record my cat. It wakes me up dozens of times each night. So I have a funny story for my cat. I was this is a bunch of years ago or whatever, but I kept waking up not rested, and I you know, for at least a month, and I was just getting really tired of always feeling up, not rested. So I kind of thought I might have sleep apnea or something. So I went into the clinic, and they gave me the apparatus that you wear to test how many times you breathe a minute or whatever it is to take home. So I took that home, and I'm wired myself up. And if anyone has ever used those, if you're watching, they're not comfortable. Yeah. So. But I was, you know, I woke up fine for those couple of days, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I took the stuff in, and they're like, oh, you're fine. Like, you don't have sleep apnea. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I went back home again. And again, I was not waking up fully rested. I was super confused. One night I woke up, and my cat was literally sitting on my stomach, like ass right in my face. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. What do you... anyways, and then I was annoyed by that, so I locked the cat out, and then I started getting really great sleeps. So it was because my cat was laying on my freaking chest, and I was having a hard time breathing, I guess. So, yeah. The Darth Vader machine changed my life. Yeah, right? And, let's see here. I don't reply because I have fat eyes. You're funny. Tommy, I'm doing indie full-time, know the job. Yeah, your stuff is really cool. Like, you put lots of stuff in the Discord there. It looks really good. Poop Kraken says sleep catnia. Right, kitty? Yeah, you little shit. If my cat comes back, like, to my side, I'll bring her up, you guys can see. But anyways, make sure to join the Discord. Way better chat than here. Tons of help, memes, randomness. How do you guys find the Discord? Because I'm even finding it now, like, when I joined other Discords that were, like, larger, like, even larger than ours is, I would just get kind of overwhelmed and then would not really participate or leave. I don't know. But ours isn't quite, like, that size yet, but all the channels and stuff do get a little overwhelming sometimes. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. So... what do you think is the best way to do a random NPC cloth customization system in my simulator game? I want to randomize NPC clothing skeleton meshes during runtime each time they visit. Are you wanting to do it per level, or like if it was per level, then you could do it. I would create a clothing manager component, is what I would do. So you have the clothing manager component. You can store all of the different types of clothing in there, and then you would have to just create an array of all the different types of clothing that you want. And then on begin play, or when the character spawns in, or whatever the case is, then it would run. The event begin play, or whatever event you have. Sorry. And, then you would just pick a random clothing item and apply it. So I would do it in a component myself. Nice community on D. Nice. Thanks, Job. Thanks. Oh, yeah, it was Joppy. Now it's Oppy J. So, okay. I'd say have the clothing white use the color multiplier and the material that can be set randomly. That's actually a really good idea, Fat Man. Good, yeah. Maybe check out TG character selection system. Just change the character data on your clothes stuff. Yeah, that's actually probably a better way to go about it. Is have all the data you need in a couple of data assets and then run through the data asset for sure, 100%. And to currently have a data table with different combinations, and I pick one randomly. I'm pretty sure it is not the most effective way to do it. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Data table, sure. But you pick one randomly, so you want the system to pick one randomly. The only annoying thing about the data tables is the name, right? So the data assets you can randomize easily because you can just treat it like any other object in Unreal Engine, but I don't know how you would get a random. Is there a node for that? Someone else might know that because I don't really use data tables that much. I'm a fan of data tables. Yeah, happy everything guy. You use them a lot. You were mentioning that. So, anyways, let's get on with this here. So we got our stuff already configured. So we need to go into the graph here and actually set the slots to do stuff. Oh, sorry, you can tell that I didn't get enough sleep last night. Okay, so first off, we need to grab the data from the item that is assigned to the slot, which we don't have any currently right now. So let's by default get slot 1. Item slot. Shit, we should have called... Let's call this slot 1 button. And then we'll call this slot 1. Renaming stuff is annoying, but necessary. Whoops, that was dumb. Slot 3. And... there we go. Now we can actually reference stuff properly. Okay, slot 1. Oh, I deleted everything, didn't I? So on event construct. Yeah, because on event construct because we're just going to do the remove from parent, etc. And this fires every time you add it to viewport, right? So have to be constantly deciding what to wear on event tick and make them go home and change. Ooh, I wouldn't use event tick for that. That's I would actually use a... literally anything but event tick, but... yeah, because you don't need it every frame. You need it, like, I don't know, every, 15 minutes of in-game time or something like that, So I would use a timer instead to set timer by event, and then every 15 minutes it just, like, make a decision to go home and change, or runs an RNG thing, like a random, and then if it's, like, above 0.5 or something, then it's like, okay, we're going to go get changed, right? So, yeah, I would get that off of, event tick ASAP. Data tables are easier to customize outside of UE, that is true. Thanks for the help, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. So, only Sith deal in absolutes. I mean, I like data assets because, again, it's just easier to... Muted my mic by accident. Yeah, it's just easier to select it in the world. It's just like, hey, I want to, put this thing here. What do I want here? You just drop down menu, select what you want, you're done. You don't have to, like, remember all your freaking row names. Or look up your row names or any of that kind of stuff. Okay, so slot 1, we need to get... Hold on. I think, yeah, we're gonna need a reference to our inventory. I can't remember how we have everything configured, because I only work on this once a week. Components. Player ref. What the hell's in here? Oh, function library, okay. Actors, create inventory. Class, right, yeah, okay. Character, we don't care. Components, we have the inventory component. Data, we got all that stuff. Excuse me, sorry, oh boy. Didn't get much sleep last night at all, apparently. I'm just gonna look at our inventory grid. How do we get our data here? Display inventory, comes, checks if the slots exist, blah, 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 blah. And we'll open up the HUD class as well. Open multi-inventory. Yeah, that's for that. Open menu. Open menu, okay. Returns current player's inventory. Okay. So we can get the player's inventory from an interface. Or do we leave everything blank and then drag it on? I think that's what we do instead. We just leave everything blank and just drag it on. So this is the only thing that's going to be on screen for the most part. So I'm going to create a master widget, we'll call it. Or we'll say the main HUD, we'll call it main HUD. Notice me. Let's see here. Fatman's material idea feels solid as fuck. Just a whole lot of parameters to change colors and materials. That's easily the best optimization. Yeah, 100%. Data table row names, promote to variable where you want your randomness, get random array, get data table row, plug it in, and then grab data from there. Yeah, for sure. Ente says, I'm doing similar stuff already, just want to see if there's a better way to do it. Changing material parameter sounds like a good idea. It does, but just, yeah, get that decision-making thing off of event tick. Yeah, because as soon as you have, like, more than, you know, 5 actors or something, like, it's just gonna, you just have all those actors always deciding whether they need to go home and change, like, that every frame. That's crazy. The use of master is not allowed in source code. Is that right? Really? I swear to God, I've used the word master in here before. I've explored doing this in the past. There is a mutable. You just have to make sure that all the skeleton meshes have identical skeletons. Okay. They're not an event tick. I think someone said that as a joke. Oh, okay, geez. Epic said it was racist. Oh, if that's funny. Okay, so main HUD, we'll just get this over with here. Canvas panel. Anybody got any good plans for the holidays? What are we doing besides making games when family's not around? All right. Why can't I see my hotbar? What the fuck? There we go. Hotbar. How do you clear it? Hold shift to update the alignment. Hold control. That's the one I want, I think. No. And then 0.5 on the X and 1. Shit. We should actually... something like this, right? It's not perfectly centaur, which is annoying me. Yeah, Phil. That's correct. Is there padding on this? There is. Is there padding on the buttons? I'm confused why there's... oh yeah, there's a little bit of padding on the buttons themselves. Okay, copy. Copy! I only call the event when they leave the store and they change the clothes. I see, okay. So it's like a trigger or something outside your store. Oh, you're creating like a grocery simulator thing? That's cool. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. I've been kind of tempted to play because I like the task management type of games like Pikmin and stuff like that. Oh, okay, yeah, thank you. The King said there's padding under, yeah, this stuff. The only one I don't like the padding on, like I just want all this to be centered, right? So this I can take the padding off. There we go. Thanks, King. Yeah, I'm too goddamn tired to function as a human at the moment. So, where to go here? Yeah, slot 4. Or was it the slot button? Oh, the slot button, derp. Get rid of all that. We don't need press sounds or anything like that, so that's not going to happen. Slot button. Select both of these. We'll get rid of this, and then we'll just add the padding manually. Okay, so these two we'll add padding on for the left and right, and we'll just say, I don't know, 5, 10. Yeah, 10's great. Boom! Looks nice. Okay, main HUD, compile so that updates. Did I not compile this? Yeah, I did. Woo! Okay, so can I... Oh yeah, size to content, there we go. That still looks all fricked up. Why does it look all fricked up? Tell me! Oh, I know, because this one doesn't need padding of... left padding, I believe. Yes, okay, there we go. Now that looks good. That looks good. Now we can center this guy. Let's see here. I keep thinking of my graphic design software where you can just like perfectly center stuff and it all works great. But that looks, I don't know, that doesn't look centered to me. I'm just gonna clear the position. Okay, that's center and then position Y. Right there. Okay, it's all centered. We're all happy. Makes sense. So when we open our inventory, first of all, we got to go to the HUD class and actually add this to the game. So, perfect. Look at this. Add the main widgets. Main HUD. Okay, promote that to variable. Main HUD. And we'll just add to viewport. Oh, hang on. Does my things still work? Oh, no. So the shortcut things is really pissing me off. Like, I don't even know why that's a thing. I went in here and I looked at the shortcuts. This is gonna blow your mind. Sorry, they're right down here, right? Or sorry, you go, not project settings, you go to editor preferences. Keyboard shortcuts. Just collapse all so I can find the one I want. Blueprints, editor, is it this one? Yeah. Look at that, everybody. Literally none. In previous projects, this is where, like, the push B to get a branch, push S to get a sequence, all of these are under here. Now they're just not here. They're just fucking gone. So, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Hard reference, not ETG. Left padding. Hard reference where? Where? Oh, down there? I mean... you need to load this right away. It's like the first thing you load. So, but yeah, that really pisses me off that these are just gone. Add breakpoint, find and blueprint, these are all still here. But, yeah, the ones that everybody actually uses, fucking gone. So I don't know if I gotta just reinstall the engine or something like that. Maybe I'll do that later. What's Fmod? What is Fmod? My shortcuts are still there. They don't work though. Yeah, yeah, I'm just not sure why the hell it's doing it. Like, if I start a brand new project, I kind of want to test that right now. If I start a new project, I gotta just close this, I guess. New level, new project. Sure. Or no, whatever, first person, sure. My project, we'll just say delete me. We're not saving it there, that's for sure. Don't save anything in my C drive. I don't even have my photos in my C drive. That's just boot and computer only. Fluid music on demand. Never heard of that. What you should be worried about is Epidemic Sound, fat man. Advertising that stuff on my thing. Ugh. I'm not going to upgrade to 5.7. I will flip and die without shortcuts. Well, yeah, I don't know if that's just, I don't know. This has happened in every single project that I've been in, but they've worked at some points. So that's super weird. Yeah, I'm just curious if this is going to work. Anyways, while we're waiting, this is technically the request a system live stream. So if you guys have a system you want to request for future, you guys can check her out right there. Just scan that QR code, and then you guys can request a system for me to make in the future. This video, which is now, this is like the 4th or 5th video or stream, pardon me, that we're actually working on. A couple, because a lot of people were requesting these different types of streams, these different types of systems, so I basically just compiled them all into one because they all kind of required the same thing, which we didn't have, so. Azure opened her own cafe? Well, yeah, we got a pretty nice coffee machine, so we can, basically, we spent way too much money at Starbucks, so we were always talking about getting a coffee machine, so we didn't spend any money at Starbucks, and now we spend all of our money on syrups and coffee beans and all that stuff now, so. When you consult, is there an NDA agreement? Are you talking about for Epidemic Sound? Or, consult, I see. When I consult for you guys. Yes, if you want me to sign an NDA, I will sign an NDA. I mean, I don't really talk about other people's games, it's not my business, but, yeah, if you want some sort of legal binding thing, I mean, I'm happy to sign an NDA. Sign a ton of my life anyway, on all the films I worked on, right? So, the NDAs kind of expire in a sense with film because they don't want you to be posting stuff on social media of like the filming of and blah, blah, blah. They want to control when the project's announced, how much information is released, all that kind of stuff. They just don't want stuff leaking out. Anyways, okay, so we got this project. So now I'm going to... there's probably no actors. Okay, let's go to our first person. Can I reroute node? I can! Look at that! Okay, so file, where are you? Okay, editor preferences. Shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts, collapse all, blueprint. Look at that, everybody! They're there! Where the fuck did they go in my other project? That's bullshit. Yeah, like, oh, import. Oh, fuck yeah, let's export. Export. Configs. Oh, do I have to just delete my configs? Oh. I don't think I have any other shortcuts that I added, so I'm just gonna do this. Delete me, Windows Editor, save keyboard shortcut backup. Yeah, buddy. Let's fucking go. So, I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go into my... open file location. So we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna go to game development, and where's the sorry, don't like too much information on my shit. Where is anime? What do we call it? Weapon select. That's what we called it. Config. Shit, where did we save that? I can't quite remember now. We saved it, saved config. Oh, saved config, okay. Saved config, Windows editor. Yeah, okay, I just pasted that there, but let's open that up now. This recent projects, weapon select, don't save. Okay, so just as expensive but way better. Oh, you talk about the machines? To be honest, we calculated it out. It's like a dollar. What was it? $1.16 per cup at home versus $6.86 or whatever it was at Starbucks. And like we calculated everything. We calculated like we took obviously there's like probably 45 to 50 pumps of syrup in a thing. The coffee beans are $25 a bag, and we can get like we basically calculated how many cups of coffee based on all of the things and how much it would cost. And it was like $1.16 or something a cup, so it was pretty cheap. Does anyone want a coffee? My cup's empty. Okay. Do not delete the config, just use the export import. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I just thought I could paste it and override the other one, honestly, but that's fine. We'll editor preferences. Import. Open. Sure. Sure. Give me my shortcuts back, god damn it. You'll fuck your tags. I didn't even use my tags in here yet, but yeah, I was just gonna import it anyway. Sorry, just one sec here. Oh, real time. Thanks for sharing my epidemic sound thing. Appreciate that. Oh, you're waiting for the beans from the store. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. My exclusive coffee stuff. Where are we? Okay, so let's see if this works now. No! It didn't work. Oh. I'm just actually really shocked you can't add stuff. Like, you can't add... that's so annoying. So, how do you add... Do you have to do this in, like a... Well, it's a... Maybe it just didn't work. I don't know. Import... Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. That's so annoying. Okay, anyways, highly recommend me for consulting. Oh, thanks, Joppy. Appreciate it. I did the same for myself when I have less heartburn now. I make breakfast too at home instead of Dunkin'. Actually, well, okay, but the heartburn, I think, comes from the coffee machine itself. Because I used to get heartburn all the time, and then I ran vinegar through my coffee machine, and holy shit, I couldn't believe the gunk that was coming out of there. So, yeah, if you haven't done that in a minute, I would do that. Put some vinegar in your coffee machine, run it, and then run, like, 4 cycles with water just to clean it all out, and my god, like, there's just so much shit that's in your coffee lines. Anyways, let's see if this worked now. Blueprint. Did it just get rid of the whole thing? Not the... I don't even see the thing I need now. Oh, yeah, no, not this. Not the blueprint debugger. Where'd it go? It just straight up vanished. Blueprint editor or graph, or is it just called graph editor, I guess, now or something? Breakpoint, none of that stuff. No. Oh man, this doesn't make any fucking sense, anybody. I'll just fucking reinstall it, I guess. Which takes a year, so I gotta do that obviously later. But yes, open this up so I can cry some more that I can't add a reroute node to my fucking graph. Anyways, I accept OPJ, Joppy, and Oi. Oi, you! Come here. Just kidding. I didn't realize in Japanese that Oi is used pretty commonly too. I thought obviously that was more of an Aussie thing, but you know, just like how we say A and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like the stereotype or whatever. Mind you, they do say Oi quite a bit, and actually we say A quite a bit. So I mean, there's some you know justification to the to those. But yeah, the Japanese say Oi all the time too, but it's more. How do I put this? It's more like, it's pretty rude to say it there if you say oi. You would say it to like close friends and stuff, but not to random strangers. Like you just go, oi, where's the fucking hotel from here? They'd be like, who are you? Yeah, Zura and I are gonna go to Japan one day, which is funny because we kind of bonded over that whole thing. She didn't know what to think about me when we first met because she thought I was just some like jock or something. It's like, oh, here's this guy, and then I was talking about because I just came out of film not too long before that, so I was talking about working in film, and she thought I was just kind of you know, slinging the facts to look, you know, to show off and stuff and be this huge jock, and then we started talking about. I started talking about wanting to go to Japan and some nerdy stuff, and she's like, oh, this guy's. Not some big buff jock. Okay. Take me, I want to see Japan. Yeah, right? I'm learning Japanese because, well, I haven't studied it in a minute, but Dawn's daughters has an exchange student friend from Japan, and we drove them home from the movies, and I realized how much I forgot because I haven't studied them in a minute. But yeah, I used to know frickin' north of 400 words, and I think I knew like 30 or 40 kanji at that point. I know both the writing styles. I can read Japanese pretty well. But yeah, I like forgot all my stuff. I was like, god damn it. Doesn't double clicking on the execution line give you a reroute known? Well, yeah, it does. That still works. And I put pushing period adds a reroute node as well, so I can still do all this, but like I can't push R and get a reroute node, which is what I normally do because it's just like whoop 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 done, right? Can't push B to get a branch. Can't push S to get a sequence. Can't push F to get a for each loop. Really fucking annoying. Anyways, as we all know, the time is about the E in hey you. Yeah. We'll have to change it back. Take me. One term to avoid phonetically is Zagen. Jainazo. Zagen Janezo. Oh, Zagen Janezo. Yeah. Well, anything with zo in it. Zo is so the way Japanese works is like, the verbiage is really weird. Where like, it's probably easier to show in a comment. So like, oh man, I'm just like. Drawing a blank right now. So like, you know, all the vowels, right? Like those all exist in Japanese as well. So you know, you got ka, ke, ki, ku, or ko, ku, right? So like all of those exist. Obviously, there's like the Japanese like actual symbols for them, but you are going to change that when you're doing a verb at the end based on what's happening, right? So it's, yeah, when you add zo in there, or even like the O version of stuff, it's usually like a very aggressive and disrespectful way to do it. So yeah, and then yeah, there's a lot of like really cool grammar things, and like once you learn the grammar thing, like you pretty much know the grammar there, because there's only like 2 instances where like there's improper grammar, but the most part it like follows all the rules. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Being put on the spot and haven't learned it for a minute, I can't friggin' think of anything to say right now, but we have a Cult of Grace family trip to Japan. I mean, I think Azura would kill me if I took any of you guys on our nice trip to Japan that we've been talking about for years. Anyways, the Japanese equivalent of "don't fuck with me." Yeah. How did you phonetically spell that again? Let's see. So Zajin Jane. So, yeah. Well, sorry. Well, I think Jane is what you're looking to say, right? Jane. Jane, something like that. Janai is more the male version. So like you can say to friends, you can say Janae, all right? That's like Sia. Janae, like it's usually spelled like this. For females, it's slightly different, right? So, yeah, so Janae Zo means like fucking go away, right? Sia, bitch. So, yeah. Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff in Japanese. That's really cool language. I just love how direct they are. Like when you're hungry, you say stomach empty. It's just so direct. But anyways, the G is pronounced. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry, Fat Man said the G is pronounced as the G, not the J equivalent. There's also a lot of stuff. So like accent wise, you'll hear a Japanese person say video instead of video because there's no V sound in the Japanese alphabet, so they replace it with the B sound. Video. Right? Really cool stuff. Anyways, welcome to Foreign Learner Swears, the Real-Time Fat Man. Yeah, we're not making Unreal Engine anymore, but... okay, so, shit, let's get going on this then. So, we want to keep this empty, so that's what we're going to test. We're going to test this and make sure that it is empty. Okay, good. So, now when we open our inventory, it's still there, but now it's kind of hidden. So do we shrink our inventory screen? I think we do. So we'll just skinny that up to there. And we'll move this over here. And let's like center this. Like, why is this all effed up? Position Y. 0, 0. That might be too not enough here. Let's see. Yeah, it still looks jank. So yeah, this can be way higher. So let's just do that. Let's do alignment of 1. Sorry. Well, sure. Yeah, alignment of 1, and then we'll just move this down. Something like that. That's great. This is in a strange spot. Anchor. Let's do. Oh yeah, we did do top left. Position X. Position Y. Cool. Is there a way you can debug and test stuff on different screen sizes? Because that would actually be dope. Because like obviously, well yeah, the reason it looks like that is because this details panel's here. But if I play this in its own window, does it look like that? Does it look jank as as shit or what? Yeah. Okay, it looks normal, so that's good. Scroll box isn't working, but we're not going to focus on that today. Okay, so back to this. So we want to be able to drag. Does it work? Actually, already. Okay, it doesn't work. Yeah, so maybe that issue we had with the other inventory thing, we gotta figure that out already. That's really strange. Actually, it should, real-time branch, does this... Oh, it doesn't even... Okay. So we didn't, Barris, I think is what that says. Welcome to the realm, subscriber. So, we don't need this, we need Hotbar. So this is going to be... Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. I was, sorry. You know what's really funny is, the 911 job I work at. So there's Surrey, BC. I know there's a Surrey there's a Surrey in, I think, Ontario, and there's also a Surrey in the UK somewhere. But anyways, the Surrey in BC, there's a lot of South Asian types that live there, and it sounds like they say sorry when they're when they're telling us what city. So we'll answer the phone and we'll ask them what city they're from. City? What city? City? So it's funny. But anyways, after you work there for a month, you're like, oh, they're just saying Surrey. Okay. But anyways, so what's we got here? So I'm just looking at the on drop because I want to make sure. Yeah, and then does this inventory, new grid, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, give Joppy the number one. Well, you know what? You have a head start at Resolute. I don't know if Resolute's just going to spam chat once he gets in here. So he can get the number one. Every single video I release now, Mark's like, I'm number one. Are you actually in BC? Yes, I'm actually in BC. But I wouldn't dare tell you my real location on the internet, Digital. Nice try. I mean, I lived in Vancouver, well, the Vancouver area, I guess, for 10 years, so that was a good time. Rains there a lot. It's a cold I've never experienced in my freaking life anywhere else. I just asked because I live in Surrey. You know then. You know. So yeah, the colds there are like unbearable. So like more interior, and I'm sure this is true for a lot of you guys if you have snow in your areas, and you're away from the ocean. It's dry cold, so like you can, minus 20, which is, I don't know, what the hell is that Fahrenheit? Because you guys are mostly American. 20 minus 20 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit, it says. So yeah, minus 20 is like tolerable. Like obviously you wear a jacket, right? And you can be outside for like an hour and a bit. Like it's not really a big deal. Yeah, in Vancouver, since you're right by the ocean, it's a wet cold, so it's like 2 degrees Celsius or 1 degree Celsius literally feels like death. Like you just feel like your bones are gonna freeze. And I had to do we did a night shoot at the Via Rail train station one night, and it was minus 4 in Vancouver, which, I mean, anybody who doesn't know about the wet cold, there's like, oh, you're a wimp. No. You literally die. Like, it doesn't matter how many layers you have on, like, you feel it. Like, it's just so heavy on all of your clothing. The cold, it's so brutal. So, and then there's me when in high school, I was, like, waiting for the bus at minus 30 with a hoodie and jeans on. So, anyways, Digital says, I've been through the EA system. Yeah, EA has a headquarters in Burnaby. I remember driving by there once and seeing the Batmobile. They brought the Batmobile, I guess, to do some motion capture or something there, so that was pretty cool. But anyways, alright, so we do the drop, we check if it equals the other inventory, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't work for all the inventories, but it should, shouldn't it? We gotta debug this now. So let's have a look. So, this... oh shit, we gotta choose a slot 1. Yeah, let's check slot 1, see what just slot 1's gonna do. Nothing! Okay, let's see if you get hung up. Oh, you know why? We literally saw the error earlier. We just didn't set it I didn't set it because I'm stupid. Oh, that's the graph. We want to do this. Select all these. Oh, not the buttons, the slots. And we want to do item... Oh, it doesn't have an owning grid either. No, we don't want to do a grid because that'll screw it up, so... shit, we have to do a grid because that's where the logic is. I guess we have to just create our own logic in here for this then. Our own drag logic, essentially. So let's... Shit. Maybe we have to do a separate widget then for hotbar slots. Like, we have to basically just duplicate this and make it a hotbar. because we need slightly different logic in here. We don't want to do a grid in there because it's going to find the first available slot, which I mean is fine, but like ideally you want to have your items hotbarred in a certain slot so you have a certain hotkey for it, right? So we'll just duplicate this and we'll modify this. It's going to be literally exactly the same design-wise. The logic is what's going to be different in the drag drop. On drop. Does this inventory equals other inventory, which it wouldn't. And we would be creating a duplicate of the object, would we not? What do you guys think? Should we do when I say that, hopefully you know what I mean. So when we open our inventory, do we create a duplicate of this object for our hotbar for it to reference? Or do we remove it from our inventory and have it in our hotbar? What do you guys think? The guy is calling in. Yeah, darn you, Joppy, should have some manner of mild vengeance. I've been to the EA studio in Montreal. Was cool. Thankfully, not the cold weather that when I went. You've been in the EA studio, or you worked at the EA studio? I've met a couple people who've worked at EA. Obviously, Digital could probably verify this as well. I've just heard it's just like shit. It's just like you're just working just stupid hours. You're sleeping on the couch there, and it's just not a good time. So, but the more I've been doing research, I've been hearing like a lot of AAAs are like that, to be honest. So, not surprising. I can only imagine because, you know, film hours are not very short either. And a lot, like, there's a lot expected of you. You're expected to basically bend over backwards at any point, and when you show that you can make stuff happen with literally no time, then they're like, oh, you can do this all the time. So it's just super annoying in that way. Yeah, anyway, so did you whoop ass for what they did to Command and Conquer? Are you talking about EA? Yeah, probably, right? So I've been saying this for years. I don't know why the fuck EA hasn't made all of their sports games only accessible on EA Origins and then a subscription service. Like, why the fact that they still do yearly releases for all their sports games makes literally zero sense to me, other than the fact that like they can still charge $120 for the premium pack and people are going to buy it. Like, I mean, that's probably why, but it would make more sense for them to push a subscription service to EA Origins, and then they get access to the sports games, which gets updated every year automatically. Because, I don't know, slapping another number on a goddamn sports game and calling it a new game and charging full price for it is just fucking criminal, to be honest. Happy, I'm a fan of the cold, just dislike working in it, but I keep my house at a nice 63 degrees. When my girlfriend isn't home. Yeah, well, yeah, if you meant 63 degrees Celsius, you'd be a psycho. 63s, actually, yeah, it's pretty cold. 70s, pretty normal, because we have a couple thermostats here that are still in Fahrenheit. I don't know. You know, Canada kind of is like a mix of both the imperial and the like for temperature. Most people use Celsius. We don't use Fahrenheit, but if we're like baking or using the oven or cooking at all, that's generally in Fahrenheit. I measure like food temperatures in Fahrenheit as well, so no one really knows that it's 73 degrees Celsius is the safe point for beef. Not but everyone else just uses 160, right? So, anyways. No, just to guess quickly, many years back. Okay, right on. I haven't been inside any game studios. I don't feel like I would ever need to go in one. I kind of, you know, they're going to be like, oh, here's our QA department. I mean, it might be cool to see once. I don't know. You can probably mention what you saw in the EA thing, but it's just going to be a bunch of computers and a bunch of people hating their lives, and they're going to have a craft service area and be like, oh, yeah, we give our hardworking employees access to like snacks and food and refreshments, and it's like, well, yeah, that's entertainment industry. The industry's pretty strange now, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. To be honest, I think like the time of indie game dev is right now, obviously, because AAA is just like a giant pile of shit. So, you know, all these people are getting fed up with AAA, and everybody's making their games like you guys, right? So everyone's making their games. They're going to release it. There's going to be this huge boom of indie games that's going to be really, really great. AAA is going to be like, oh, hang on, this isn't working. Everyone's buying indie games now because they're reasonably priced and actually fun. But there's going to be another boom of AA games or single A games coming out, I would say, in the next 10 years, because all these people have been getting laid off, getting replaced with AI, right? So they're going to be pissed off. They're going to be starting their own game companies. They're going to be creating their own games. And all of these people, because most people who work at AAA game studios are super passionate about games. It's just the, higher management that is taking advantage of the situation and making terrible decisions, right? So they're just doing what they're told. But these people who are super creative and super passionate about gaming are just going to do their own studios, and they're going to make games like Helldivers too, right? And or any of those. So yeah, I think we just got to ride out this wave of shitty AAA, and I'm sure it's going to turn around here. We're going to start with some really good indies and then some really good single and AA games that are going to be reasonably priced, and we're all going to buy them because they're great. Craft services, craft dinner. Craft services. I mean, it's not much healthier than craft dinner, but I gotta hang on, stand by. I'll find you guys what a craft service looks like. I was gonna start a YouTube channel before about film, which I'm shocked I didn't, to be honest. I don't know. I got cold feet because I had a YouTube channel in 2018, 19, 2020, but it didn't go anywhere. So and I was just remembering how much work it was. So I was like, I don't know if I want to start another channel, and then here I am. Photo album, right? Yeah, photo album. Film behind the scenes. Behind the scenes? One sec here. It's definitely in this. Here it is. Is that the oh, it's a JPEG. Here it is. Okay. Start that up. Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, perfect.
That's a craft service right there. That's craft service in film anyway, because it's in a tent. And but yeah, you got literally everything you could ever want. They make sandwiches and stuff, and that just gets you through the day. And then you eat at a catering truck that looks like this. So double truck. That's the freezer, fridge, prep area. And then they serve out of here, and yeah, you just walk up and tell you what they want. They give it to you, fill up your stuff, and move on with your life. So yeah, I'm hungry now, right? Love the fact that craft dinner is actually a thing. I mean, yeah, I have had craft dinner recently, but once I left my ex-wife, I started this whole health thing where I'm not eating stuff that comes out of boxes and blah blah blah, and that was actually very successful for a while. And then obviously it was in my house, so I'm just like, oh, sure, I'll eat it, right? But the access of industry tech for a good price or free, yeah, and that's why Unreal Engine's so great. I just love how it's free. It's free till you make money, essentially, right? And even if you $100,000, your first game, if it even makes $100,000, that'd be a huge accomplishment. But it's just okay, Protus or Prot3s? I don't know, something. I don't know how to say that properly, but I'm trying to make a game that uses HTML data, and these tutorials are a big help. Hey man, appreciate you watching. This tutorial has been very uneventful today. We've made a hotbar with nothing in it, but anyways, yeah, let me know still if we want to duplicate the item, or if we want to drag this item and then have it replace this in our inventory, and then, right? So just let me know what you guys think about that. I'd be happy with a $100,000 candy bar, right? 100%. I mean, I'd be happy with $10. I'd be like, someone bought my game. Yeah. I don't know if I told you guys this. Azura and I are combining our games, and the reason we're combining our games is because our games are so goddamn similar, which is funny because we kind of developed the ideas for our games before we actually met. And there was shocking similarities in our games. So she's like, why don't we just combine games? So it's like, sure. And then I misinterpreted that because she played Expedition 33, and she was super stoked and fired up on making her game because she didn't want somebody to take her idea or whatever. And then she mentioned that she wanted to combine games, and I took that as, oh, okay, well, she probably wants to make her game right away because of the Expedition 33 thing, and she's paranoid that people are going to steal her idea or whatever. And so yeah, I was moving forward, we're gonna combine our games to make one singular game, is what I thought she meant by that. But she meant no, make my game first, but my game and her game are in the same world. So she wanted to basically have hers be the sequel to mine. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I totally thought we're combining our games into one game, but I mean, that makes sense, sure. So now we're kind of struggling, we're not struggling. I'm kind of struggling. a little bit with the visual style because I want the stylized look like you guys have seen in some of the videos there, and she wants a little bit more of a realistic look. So she's mentioned that a couple times that games have changed styles for the prequel or for the first game and the second game. I don't think that often. She brought up Zelda, but I think the thing about Zelda is like every game can be its own standalone game, right? Which, I mean, most games could be, I guess, on their own, but when it's a part of a series, you generally want the same visual style. I don't know. I'll probably just have to, like, go with the nicer visual style, because obviously she's compromising quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to showcase something for you guys. You guys are going to... we've concepted some of the creatures. Where it's in game dev, right? Yeah, it is. Well, here it is. We've concepted some creatures. These creatures are freaking awesome. These are all Azura did all these, by the way. So game dev, there you are. Concept art. Characters, no, not characters. Creatures. Character sheet. Oh, that's the file. Sorry, we want the JPEG. Look at this thing. Is that thing gonna give you guys nightmares tonight or what? God, that thing's terrifying. Anyways, yeah, and then I'll show you one more. We were joking about this, and then we made it like an actual thing. So these are all just files. Why can't I access the actual JPEGs? Maybe if I open up my Google Drive, it'll show me main. Google Drive, my drive, game dev, my game. Okay, here we go. Art concept, I think. Yeah. This is called a Yabbit. Boom, how did you get pics of my mom? Oh, Fat Man, you're funny. Anyway, so we designed this because we had a joke where I always say yeah but to Azura, and then she keeps saying yabbits live in the woods. So I laughed one day and I was just like, can we make that a quest? Right? Like, there's we go into this one region and there's like two kids playing and be like, the kid says yeah but, and he goes, yeah but lives in the woods, everybody knows that, and then like the bush rustles, yeah but, and then they all run away, and then there's like this thing like, oh boy, terrifying. Anyways, do you guys need a technical animator? Oh, probably 100%. We're not anywhere near that thing, right? So okay, sorry, I make the item stackable. So sorry, stackable meaning we duplicate it? Because like they're, stackable, when you say stackable, I'm thinking you mean this, right? Like there's a number of items, right? I'm thinking of changing my name to something I can't pronounce. That's funny. Realistic Dragon MMO, TG Save the Headache, it's Proteus. Okay, Proteus. Okay, got it. Zelda works because it hits because it's a huge name. I mean, yeah, you get the same thing with movies, right? Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go watch this movie because like Dwayne the Rock Johnson's in it, right? Like you had the big name on there, and people are gonna go watch it because of the big name, right? That's why you see big celebrities in small garbage projects, because they want the name attached to it to draw attention, right? Video games are the same way. The name of the game is like. That's why I played Pokemon for so long. Pokemon was so stale for so long. They didn't really add anything new, and then I didn't buy the latest one, ZA or whatever, because I'm just done with their fucking garbage. But I mean, I'm still a Pokemon fan, obviously, but yeah, it's just they need to do some new shit, and they just won't do it. They're just so stuck in their ways here. Okay, so Oh, the tree life. Oh, okay, nice. But yeah, digital. I do need a technical. I will need a technical animator. Don't know when I will, but it'll be at some point for sure. Yeah, because we got to get those characters modeled and rigged and blah 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 blah. Right. So, what if you made an info system that allows you to gather info on what you interact with the game? Have done that. What video did I do that on? In my inventory system, or inventory UI series, I do that. One of those videos. That monster can be in a page of an info codex. I want to cuddle it. Yeah. If you find something, you can scan it. It appears in the info codex for the player. Oh, yes. We were debating that, actually. Having, like, a compendium or something like that in the game. That's a cool creature. Badass looking, yeah. Post your idea for a chance to be voted on the next live stream. Yes, once we finish the hotbar and then the weapon select and then the weapon skins, because those are the ones that were requested. So, I give them Pokemans when they released an actual damn set of keys. Man, right? That, oh my god, that hit home so hard. I hated that Pokemon so much. I bitched about that the entire game, like a set of fucking keys. Actually, it was pretty bad when they made a bag of garbage with eyes a fucking Pokemon. I don't know. I just, call me a Gen 1er, but I'm on board up until Gen 5. Gen 5 is where it started to fall off. Do you fill in the Google Docs form and did before and what I requested got made? Yes, it did. That was the quick time event stuff, right? I know the Japanese folklore is based on it, but it's still dumb. Oh, what, the ring of keys? Stackable equals combine the items like items and have the quantity count in one slot. Yeah, we've done that already. But yeah, I think let's just... that's so hard. Let's just duplicate the items. Because the idea of a hotbar is for you to update what you have in your inventory already. If that makes sense, right? So, I requested the codex system, information codex. Okay, yeah, so again, I haven't even checked the thing in a while. What's it called? The request thing. Sorry, let's go to all my things here. Alright, let's check and see what we got for the requested system responses. We have 19. Okay, so 19 new ones. Intro movie scene, loading screen, weapon attachment. We can do weapon attachments. Oh, weapon attachment UI. Oh, nice. Okay. There's your codex system. I mean, I can bring this over. You guys, I don't need to hide this. So Q2E multiplayer group party system. Well, I gotta work out my multiplayer issues before I do that one. But yeah, weapon selection system. We're doing inventory and your menu. You guys, we've done that in the last couple streams, right? So hotkey system we're working on. Parkour. I don't know what Stuffy is. I'll have to look at that one in a second here. Request advanced vehicle system development. Advanced vehicle system development. What is that? Does that mean build the vehicles in Unreal and then drive them away? I don't know. Level map radar. Oh, that's probably Tommy's. But you got that all figured out, didn't you? Because I took too goddamn long. You're like, goddamn, take Grace. I'll just fucking do it myself. Question... Which... Stuffy. What is this? Oh, a trading card game like Yu-Gi-Oh! Oof, I probably would not be able to do that, to be honest. Card games are very, very complex. It's mostly just data stuff, but I don't even know how the hell I would even do a game like Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my day, but, geez. You gotta have every single card be randomized, and then every single card has to have specific... Oh man, that's just like such a complex idea. That's basically a full game, which I said no full games. So, I don't know if you guys have any idea how to even make basically like a card game. No idea. Would you want to use gas with the inventory system? Probably, yeah. I would think so. I'm going to be using gas for my game. I have not fully learned gas yet, so that's why I haven't done any sort of tutorials on it. I need to like really learn that thing because it's really complicated. So, nerd. All right. So anyway, we decided we're going to duplicate, so we're going to do that now. I've done fuckity fuck all in this stream here. Okay, so this is the hotbar slot. So we're going to do the drag and drop. We don't care if this inventory equals the other inventory because we know it doesn't. Right? Because it's the hotbar. Does this old grid equals the new grid? Well, I don't think we need that. We don't need does grid accept item because it's going to accept all the items. And cancel grid, yeah, we need that. We don't necessarily care about index. I kind of use cards for my game with all the data stuff in them, but it took me 4 months now. Yeah, it's just getting the data. Like, think of I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic or any of those. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, every single card might have a special effect, right? So it's like this card can only be played during this phase, or when you have this amount of monster types on the field, then this card's attack goes up by 300. Like there's just random ass fucking rules that each of the cards might have. It's like, how do you track that in the data, and then how do you make that a part of the game? Like that's the hard part for me. I'm sure. I mean, I don't even know how to do a card game. The materials on the cards, blah 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 blah. Like all that, yeah, that's so out of my wheelhouse. Oh god, am I gonna have to learn gas now to make a cool game? I mean, depends what your game is. I don't know. Fat Man, you posted your game in the share my game. I think I made that channel. See, I'm having a hard time navigating my own Discord. Share your game. Inferus working title. So I'm bad at writing these, so forgive me. He says. Just trying to. Okay, it's first-person shooter with scaling accuracy and abilities as the story progresses. Okay, that's really cool. And while he travels to school, he notices outside in the rain and thunder there's no other sound, no people talking, no televisions on loud. Then he begins exploring the school grounds looking for anyone to meet up with. Is it post-apocalyptic? Real time? We got a real time tipped €5 through Super Chat. Thanks, appreciate that, Fat Man. Oh, whoops.
Thank you.
Moved all my soundboard stuff to the new one. To the new. Oh, okay, sorry, I see my mic's off. Oh, sound's off. That's what you meant. He's done. Mute sound. I don't remember where I left off. Yeah, I don't like. That's one thing I don't like about this new Go XLR that Azure got me is like there's a mute button on the top. So if I like just touch it to move it, like I generally hit the mute button. So my FPS has a skill tree system. I don't know why. I mean, why? Sure. I mean, that's pretty normal now, isn't it? Most FPSs have a skill tree of some variety, and it's like escape on duck off, right? I'm having a hard time focusing on this, everybody. My meds are not working today, apparently. So, anyways, adds to the same grid but different index. So we don't removes from old grid. We're not doing that either. So we pretty much don't need. We're just restarting this whole thing. So. What we need to do when we drop on here is we need to get the data asset of the dropped item. Okay, right here, out item. And we need to set a data asset in here of our own, so... PDA underscore item something rather, item data is probably the one we want. Okay, data asset, and we're going to set that data asset. We don't need to do anything with the owning grid. And then, now that we have the data asset, we can run standby, hotbar slot, shit. Oh, sorry, yeah, this is the hotbar slot, dumb. Don't we have a function for event graph, refresh slot? I guess, yeah, we can call refresh slot. The item will be the owning grid. We can get rid of that because we don't need that, right? Because this isn't in a grid. But yeah, we'll get the DD up. Sounds like DD item. Get out item, and we'll plug that in. Okay, and we need, yeah, the bulk of this is we need to do something when we use the item, right? So, owning grid, yeah, let's go to event graph. Let's just get rid of owning grid because we don't need that at all. Yes. Yes. Okay, sweet. Compile, where's my errors? Target needs a... Okay, out inventory. We're going to have to change some stuff in the other inventory slots as well because this is going to cause errors when we drag stuff back. Because it's not going to be valid, right? So we could add a branch here and just say hotbar drag or something like that, and then we can just do a totally separate function. Instead, that's probably what we'll do. Out inventory, out grid, out index, offset. Yeah, okay, that's all good. Drag slot, select drag widgets, set visibility, blah, 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 blah. Great. Okay, so we'll hit compile, we'll go back to drop. So we are going to refresh the slot. We're going to get rid of this. So it's been about an hour or so. How's the back, TG? It's divine. Real time. It's fucking awesome. Literally, you know, because Zura's been talking about, not like extensively, but she keeps mentioning like, oh, you know, the Cult of Grace or whatever, blah 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 blah. We're you know, we're doing something for you, and I like had no idea what the hell it was, and then she kept saying like, oh, you need to disappear for a while, for my house, and I was like, okay, so I knew it had something to do with the studio, but it actually took me like a couple seconds yesterday to realize what the hell changed. Because I came in here and there was like a bow and stuff on the chair. And I was like looking at it, and then this was on the chair. So like I saw that first and I like went over to it and I'm like, is it inside this card thing? And then I like look at it, it's got all your guys' names in it, and I was like, huh. And then I like looked at the chair, and then it took me like another second or two, and then I realized I'm like, oh, it's a different chair, and then I started to take it in, but yeah, she kicked me out of the house and built the chair, and then I came back. It was good. But yeah, it's really good. I keep hitting the button by accident, like the massager button, and it keeps like, you know, scaring me a bit. But yeah, no, the back's excellent. It's a great chair. Highly recommend. But I didn't realize it was so expensive. Holy shit. So I really appreciate what you guys have done. Anyways, so let's go back to on drop now because we got rid of that. We don't need it. Do we need anything else? That's going to run. That's going to run. The slot's now empty. The slot. Okay, yeah. So this should all be generally the same. I guess I don't need that. But I should get a return node. Okay. Let's see if that works. Well, I mean, Tommy says if you hit the wrong button, you suddenly get a big smile on your face, and that wasn't the wrong button. To be honest, it's not. It was more of a surprised face. I was like, oh, what happened? You come back and Mark just jumps out of your closet. Man, wouldn't that be funny? It's like, where's Mark? I haven't seen him all day, and he's like hiding in my cupboard. I like go to get some food, and he's just like, oh, I got you, bitch. But you know. You weren't supposed to look up how expensive it was. Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't look it up. I interrogated Azura until she told me. Because I bought her a chair earlier. I feel bad because I bought her a chair earlier this year, and it was like, you know, not, you know, it wasn't what this was, obviously. It was like $300 or something like that. And then she goes out and buys me this. But Azura forgot to feed him, so he's still in there. Azura's not here today. She's at her house, but yeah, we're moving in together next week, so it will be great. It'll be good to be in the same house as her. So, but yeah, she's usually here quite a bit. Anyways, so let's get back to this. Right, I was testing to see if this works. Here we go. Okay, dropping. Didn't work. Why you no work? Let's see. Oh shit. Where are you? Right here? Okay. Okay, and we... What do you mean there's no debug option? Or is it because I have to do it in this? What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, derp. I'm a big fucking fat dummy. Get rid of that. Cancel this. Get this back over here. Hotbar. We gotta swap these for the hotbar one. Okay, now let's try it and make sure it works. Still didn't work. E. Alright, sorry, we went hotbar slot. Let's do slot number 1. And let's see here. It's going to cancel drag. Does this... Oh, okay. The index don't matter, so we're going to get rid of this branch. There we go. It did replace it, though. It replaced it because it was told to do that. By the other thing here. By the... What's it called? Unless it's still in there. Is it still in there? Tools... Blueprint debugger... Number 1. Which doesn't really help us, but... Item... Slot... Or hotbar. It's not hotbar. Oh, hold on. Why do we have so many hotbars? We shouldn't have this many. Oh, Joppy, you'll find this interesting. Game dev sites. I want to see if anyone commented on it first, but Joppy, when Joppy and I were doing our one-on-one tutorial, there was an issue where as soon as she started or started simulating her game, it created 2 what do you call them? Like phantom widgets of her menu, and then it created the actual widget that was working. So, yeah, that was super weird. And then that happened to me in Tarkov. I was super confused. And so this it's happening right now. So I bet you some of these don't have any data in them. well, I guess all of them have no data in them except for this one, right? But yeah, so in Tarkov, what was happening is I added user widgets to just like we did here, right? So we added widgets inside a widget. It created every widget that was created down here inside a widget. It created twice before the HUD even initialized. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I was walking through the call stack, and yeah, like, it basically said, I'm sure I got screenshots here somewhere, because I posted a thing of it inside of... Oh, that sucks. It sucks when you have an actual genuine issue on the forum and then nobody responds to it. It's like, okay, this is literally a bug. But no one gives a shit, I guess. I don't know. So... yeah, no one's commented on it, which is annoying. But yeah, here I took a screenshot. I'll show you guys. Yes, I think this one. Yes. So this, yeah. So I hit a breakpoint. I put a print string. I believe after the HUD initialized. It was on it was on event begin play. Right after that, I hit this print string and added a thing. So look at this. So this is the event begin play calling on the HUD class, which for some reason it's calling 5 times. I don't know what the hell's going on there. And then we have all of these items that no longer exist. This is all of the widgets that it created. I have it, here it is. So yeah, I should have 4 of these, and this is before that they've even been created. So it's created a duplicate of all of these items before the HUD's even initialized and before the actual call to make these objects is initialized. I've checked everywhere. There's nowhere else in my entire project that is telling these to be created. So I just don't know what the hell the issue is. Yeah, the research I did, they were just phantoms, spent ages debugging. Yeah, like, I spent like a half a day on this. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Then I posted it on the Unreal Engine forum, which is not helpful half the time, so... can I give a recommendation to a good Udemy course for gas here, or is that bad form? Yeah, put it in the Discord. There's a resources channel. You can do that there. Yeah, mine was before they even got there to be initialized for sure. Code is amazing, by the way. Oh, thanks. I don't think it's that amazing, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, so it's done the same thing here. I've created 4. We've created 4 real ones, and there's 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 here. So it's done the same thing. It's created 8 phantom versions of this because I have it inside a widget, and then 4 real ones. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. And the garbage collection doesn't clean it up. That's the other annoying thing, because like you'll open these and like they'll have, here's one actually perfect. Hotbar slot. It's got no border, no image. It's got fucking nothing in it. No data. No. It's just everything's null, but it doesn't get cleaned up by garbage collection. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Help! I'm a thin, trapped man in a fat body. Time Bug, hello, how's your day? Thanks for joining the stream. Day is good, back is good, coffee is good. You guys have failed me. I haven't drank any water today yet. Taking Grace must be now that we say it's not common UI issue at least. No, yeah, exactly. So I don't know what the hell that is. I put bug report on the forum, so I would just assume that somebody of interest would look at that. Yeah, it's funny because on the forum it's like nobody comments if they don't know the answer because they don't want to look stupid. Whereas in our Discord, I post stupid shit in there all the time, like, how do I do this? And then people tell me. Because we can't know everything. Anyway, so we wanted to debug something, or did I just open this to show you that? I can't remember what it was. Anyways, oh right, so, oh yeah, I wanted to see if the, this slot was still had an item in it. Inventory slots, yeah, there's a couple slots though. So slot 0, if this one has the rifle in it, that's the melee one. Does this one have the rifle in it? health data, so that's the other 0. These are all weirdly out of order, and I can't separate them. That's annoying. I wish they all didn't have the same frickin' name. Well, anyways, I'm looking for a 1. Throwable data, so this will be the grenade or something. Yeah, this will be the grenade in that one. You know what? Fuck this. Let's go, instead of this annoyance, let's just go to the grids. Oh, look at this. We have a bunch of phantom grids as well. Holy shit, Unreal. I don't know why it does this. That is so fucked. There's one that's got nothing in it. Weapon data. Okay, so this one... Yeah, large weapon. Okay, so this one has stuff in it. Where's the items? Item slot widgets. Slot number 1. So this still has the... This still has the sidearm in it. It just didn't unhide it. So that we just got to unhide the widget. Or the item. Whatever the hell it is. Okay, so at the end of this... we have to... I guess we have to get the original grid or whatever the frick this is. So, let's put this full screen again. DD op. And we got to get the out slot, I think is what we called it. The out item slot, and then we got to set visibility to visible. Okay, that should fix that issue. Yeah, because we didn't... the item wasn't removed. It just... We just hide it when we drag it. And then we just... Nothing was setting it back, right? Except that didn't work. Why? Why, I say? Debugging. Debugging. And now we gotta debug hotbar slot. See, it shows all the valid ones here. Anyways, hotbar slot. Yes, it'll be the first one. Out item slot. Let's... So it hits it. Something... You know what's happening then is something else is telling it to not be visible. I wonder if that would be easier and better to do as an event dispatcher, to be honest, and then have it run inside the slot itself. That's probably a better way to do it. So let's do item slots. Let's go to the event graph. Okay, who would... the HUD class would have to run that. One sec. Or would the grid have to run it? Just one sec, I'm just trying to think here. Because what's telling it to hide is actually... this, right? Well, that's canceled. Do we have a... Class defaults. We don't have any other events that we can use, hey? Dragged and just... Oh, and drop. Event drop. Does this run before the on-drop event? That's what we need to know. Let's see. And in the slot... that's refresh. Where's the on-drop? On-drop... we would just want to know at the end. So let's do print string, and we'll say on drop. I just want to know what fires first, because if this on drop fires first and then the DD op, then we could put it in there. The DD op fires first, then the on drop. Okay, so we don't want to put it in there. Or sorry, that's the other way around, isn't it? It prints and pushes down. So this actually would be so the on drop fires, then the DD op. So let's see here. Okay, sorry, missing some stuff here. I'm having a problem with line trace by channel that does not hit in forward, which is supposed to do every hit. Where is there a solution? Please help. I'm sure you've seen my line trace by channel, or my line trace. I have 2 line trace videos. One is like the 5th video I ever released on the channel, so the better one to do is probably for, it's in the FPS series. It's the one where I'm doing this with the sunglasses and all the lights are going off. Yeah, like Happy said, just post it in the forum, but with some screenshots of your code and stuff like that so we can help you out, but it does not hit in forward. I don't know what you mean by that, sorry. It does not hit in, so it doesn't shoot forward, is that what you're saying? If it doesn't shoot forward, then that'll probably be something with your, you need to get the forward vector of the, whatever, you know, wherever you're starting your trace. So if you're doing it from your gun, you're going to get your muzzle flash, you're going to get your transform, you're going to split that, and then you're going to get forward vector from your rotation, and then you're going to multiply that by a certain amount, so you're telling it how far forward your line trace is going to go, so that's like 500, 1,000, something like that. Then you need to add the result of that into the original location of your muzzle flash, and then that's your end point. Okay? So that's just a quick thing here. Anwser, you'll have to remind TG to update his YouTube description to get the new shop. Oh, does it get the old one still? Yes, I'll have to deal with that. Thanks, everything, guy, because yeah. Azura got the new shop set up, so she did the majority of that stuff. And sorry, in the description for which? In the description for... Oh, the description for this video. Copy. Okay. Well, yeah, I gotta update that in general anyway, so... yeah, anyways. What else we got here? Maintain your safety and visibility online with INCOGNI. Proud sponsor of TG. Yeah, thank you for putting that on. Oh, Azura, welcome to the stream. So glad to have you. We've been talking about, well, you and stuff you've done and the game and stuff like that. I showed them the Yabbit. See, the line trace video put me onto the TG verse. Nice, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's that video did pretty well, actually. So, I stopped putting my face on the thumbnails because King Boris said I didn't look very good. I had a face for radio or something like that. I don't remember what he said, but something along those lines. But no, he said that was actually an observation by me. I noticed the videos that didn't have my face on the thumbnail did much better than the ones that don't. So I was like, okay, well, no one gives a shit about me. Oh, you guys are gonna like the new video. I put this in the script, and I did it first try. I was fucking shocked that I said this first try. I'm just gonna open it here one sec. Oh, actually, oh no, I was about to look at my iPad, which has got all the text flipped around because it's teleprompter, but, drive, game framework. I said, I'll just read the whole thing. My name's Sid Grace, and I make Unreal Engine tutorials to help you and me become better game devs. If you want to improve your knowledge, and you can stand looking at an igloo living maple syrup slurping Canadian for 20 minutes, then hit subscribe and join the TG Realm community. Look at that! Nailed it! Did you remember turning your microphone this time? Yes! Except, actually, yeah, I recorded it twice last night because my camera was out of focus the entire time. Like, it literally focused on everything in the room except for me. I was fucking pissed. And that's actually going in the blooper reel because I started the second recording. Or, sorry, I started a test recording to check the focus again. And I just yelled at my camera the whole time. Timebug says I do exactly from your video, but still the same problem. Yeah, so go to Discord, go to the help UE help forum, and just post a thing there, and then put the screenshot of your code. I just want to see what's there, and then we can help you out. Yeah, he just put a link in the chat there. Okay, so posted a screenshot of your line trace BP in the Unreal Engine help forum Discord. Yeah, right. Good. And here, I can show my notebook here if you guys want. I'll find a line trace in there. Man, we haven't done a whole lot of shit today, have we? We've done a little bit of stuff, but not too much. We realized that on drop happens second, so we want to add this here. So event drop, we want to get our out slot, and we want to set visibility to visible. You know what? Sorry. We want to check if the item data is valid first. Because if it's not, split is valid. Because if it's not valid, then we don't want to do this, because then we'll see the stock item that's in there. Right? Let's see if that fixed the problem. Somebody's texting me. I wonder who that is. Who the heck is a Ko-fi bot? The Ko-fi bot... Oh, somebody supported on stream, I see. So yeah, Ko-fi bot covers all that stuff. Where is it? Of course, I missed the donation. It didn't do a little, thingamabob. But let's have a look here. I can open that up and have a look anytime. UE sites, here we go. Oh, Sean sent me $30 for a commission, I see. UE design and graphic design. Awesome, yeah, no problem. We can set that up. No, leave the coffee bot alone. I just wish it told me what it was. Oh, I got a new Ko-fi subscription from Sean. Awesome. Thanks for joining the realm. Yeah, I will give you all the stuff on the Discord right after the stream. So, Sean, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Where's my soundboard? Here it is.
Thank you!
So, yeah, anyways, yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll do some UI design. That's no problem. I did it for Leroy, a.k.a. Tommy, so Tommy can tell you how it was. One of the fam. Yeah, right? So, let's see what we got here. Let's refresh the page. Nice. So you became a Baron. That's awesome. Okay, so, yeah, join the Discord and you get a couple of perks. So you get access to my library and stuff. So if you guys want to, I think that's in the Discord somewhere. I'll just showcase it. Where is it? Become a member. So you guys, if you become a member, you get all these things in the Discord. So, you can also get access to the Discord via becoming a champion, which is basically there's a XP system in the Discord, and once you hit level 25, you become a champion and you get the same perks as a Baron. So, yeah, the member chat is always fun place to be. Well, we haven't done a member live stream in a little bit, but you get the video project files, library access, member giveaways, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, thanks a lot. And, yeah, let's move back over here. Where's my stream? Just gotta get my chat back up. There we go. Okay, so the solo dev is hard. You're not when you're not part of a community. I'm finding, yeah, 100%. Like it's just impossible to know everything, right? So, Sean. Oh, digital Sean. Okay, I see. Member perks are so useful and time saving. Yeah, and then what's it called here? Yeah, so we're almost there for the what's it called? The Tarkov goal, so nearly there. I just gotta finish up a couple things and then I gotta record it. So anyways, we're testing to see if this works. No, it doesn't work. Why don't you want to unhide? Well, there's data in there, right? We checked to make sure that there was data inside this inventory grid. Item slot widgets, this one, yeah, there's still data in there. Slot empty false. We need to run. We need to run the this slot specifically to see what the hell's going on here. Oh shit! You know what? Actually, sorry. Let me just do this again, and then I just want to do the blueprint debugger one more time. Visibility. Let's check you. Visibility. It's set to visible. Okay. So it's set to visible, but we don't see it. What's going on here? Oh, the image we need to unhide. Okay. See, the blueprint debugger helps debug stuff. You would expect that with a name like the blueprint debugger, right? So, anyways, sorry, not the item slot, we need the item image. Okay, let's check it. I might have hid the whole thing. It's probably... Oh, okay, it does still work. Okay, so that worked. Great. So this is now a duplicate of this. Or it's got the same data, I should say. It's not a technical duplicate. So, could we make it a duplicate? Because then it would... Just trying to think what the most optimal way to do this would be. Yeah, why don't we make it... Grab the... shit, how do we reference it then? So, what we'll have to do is actually... Okay, sorry, brain turning. Of course, you know, the last hour of the stream, my brain works. First 2 hours are a write-off. Never uses his perks, yeah, right? You need to use some Mr. Real Time. The Kofi bot is looking at me funny. Its eyes are all red. Please call me Fat Man. I think we need to unhide the quantity border too. Yes, we do. Right. Right. So you're right. So let's go item quantity. The border, sorry. Yep. Someone's paying attention. Set visibility. Well, we need to... You know what? Is there not an event in here? Like refresh item? But then we need some data for that, right? Which we have, and the owning grid, which we have. Okay, so we'll just do that instead, because that'll be way better, because it's just going to set all the data per what it was, right? Item right here, owning grid right here. Okay. Perfect, so that works great, and next, sorry, we were making the hotbar. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we need the index because we want to reference the index, and we need the original grids as well. So we need all of the same data that comes out of this essentially, and setting it in here. So let's we got to get all the stuff basically. We need to get the original grid, and we need to get out item. We need obviously a copy of the item's information, and then we need a copy of out the index, so we know what index it belongs to with this grid. What else do we need? Yeah, sure, the slot. Yeah, the slot to reference, right? Grid, index, inventory, yes. I guess we need the inventory as well. Right? Continually work out hiding the quantity on drag for single items as well. Oh, does it does that, hey? When you drag an item just by itself, it adds the 1? Okay, I mean, that's easy. We can just fix that right now. On the drag widget. We can just delete this. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. You're right. Graph where we set the data. Hides number if less than 1. Okay, this has to be hidden. It's still there. Why are you still there? So, run set drag widget. Current index. Data assets valid. Hides if number is less than 1. Should be off the false. Is it less than 1? No, it should be out of the true, right? If it's less... is this greater? Sorry. In my brain it was less than. That's why. Less than 1. Okay, sorry everybody. There we go. Now it'll work. The whole alligator mouth analogy doesn't work. Still doesn't work, hey? If it's less than 1, or less than 2, actually, this should be. There, okay. But it sets it, so I must not have set that properly here either. That's probably why I said if it's greater than 1. Visible. Okay, that one's correct. But that's weird that when it runs it again, it's like, oh yeah, we'll just show it now. Greater than or equal to 1, sure, yeah, it's probably better. Where do we do that? Drag, right? Drag widgets. Greater than or equal to 1. No, hang on. Less than or equal to 0 is what you meant to say. I mean, the way I had it was fine, right? Because if it's less than 2, then it's 1. I'd put the hide on the false branch as a redundancy for the main inventory. Well, if it's not valid, then we're not dragging it. Right? It's, this is a redundancy anyway, because we check if it's valid when we drag off of it. When we do the item slot here on preview mouse down, we check if it's valid. If it's not valid, we don't drag. So that's fine. Jobby's saying on the index, not the item quantity for greater than. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so compile. Oh, that's probably why it worked. Okay, or I showed it before, so that works. When we put it back, then it shows it again. That doesn't make sense though, because the code is specifically if it's less than 1, unless it's stacked randomly. I don't know. So on drop, this is for item slot. Drag and drop. Am I on drop now? On drop right here. Jesus, look at this fucking spaghetti code. Refresh slot. That makes sense. Swap item indexes. Doesn't do anything, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit because I hate looking at messy graphs. What the frick is this? Not sure why it's just like deciding to, you know, unhide it for some random reason. Jesus, what is going on here? I probably did that on purpose. Yikes. Okay, we're not going to look at this. It's too ugly. Oh, is that why? No, that doesn't make sense. Refresh slot. Why do we just do the why do we just do the this but not the data asset? Oh, I see. If it's not valid, if this item is not valid, then we're going to set the slot as this index but not as those. Okay, got it. I mean, cleaned it up a little bit, but still messy. Because when you finish the drag, it adds the quantity. Yeah, but wouldn't it show 2 then? So when I drag, let's just walk through this. We drag, it adds, so yeah, on preview mouse down. We check if it's valid, we check if we're pushing the left mouse button, and then if we are doing that, and then that starts the actual drag, which would be on drag detected. Once again, we check if this, or sorry, the drag slot is valid. If it's not, we create it. And then if it, and then after that, we set the item data in there. Then we set all that, do the drag and drop, set all this to be hidden, which is fine. Then the drag item takes over, which that works fine. And then when we drop it, which is right here on drop, we get this. We check if the index is the same, or is not the same, and if it is, it's checking if it's the same inventory or a different inventory. Does the old grid equals the new grid? Is that not the same thing? Does this inventory equals other inventory? Oh, I see. So yeah, we're literally just checking to see if it's the exact same inventory or not, and if it does, then is this not doing the same thing? Okay, this is checking inventory specifically, and this is checking grids. Okay. So if we are checking grids, does this happen when you change grids? It does not happen when you change grids. This has to be changed because obviously that's still valid. We didn't clear it out. Oh, we're working on inventory stuff again, everybody. Fuck. Oh, sorry, back. Swaps this for, that's just hanging out there for whatever reason. Swaps indexes. Right, because it's all in the same inventory, we're just separating them out. So that swaps the indexes. God, I hate going back through your old code after your like brain hasn't been in it for a minute, hey? Swap item indexes, hover item. Let's just see what this does again. Literally fucking swap-arino, right? Interesting. Where is this here? Just add the redundancy check. Where? Sorry. Did you say it earlier? Still need, yeah, you did that. Should be off the false branch. Yeah, we did that. It's nice done. No, in the inventory slot. Oh, in the inventory slot, greater than or equal to 1. But why would we want to do the equal to? I'm so confused by that. In the inventory slots, yeah, this. You're talking about in the event graph, this, right? Why would this need to be equal to? Because if it's 1, we don't want to show it at all, right? Or less than or equal to 2, is that what you're saying? When you set the quantity as visible in the inventory, the false branch Set the quantity. Add a collapse. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that was in the drag, because it's here, right? This is in the actual inventory. Oh, okay, I see. Shit. Okay. My apologies. That's what you're talking about. Set visibility to hidden. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I see what you're saying now. Let's see what happens. Yay. Except it duplicated it, but actually it happened when we did it in the same grid. Yeah. Oh, so annoying. Why does that happen? Let's just put a breakpoint here and let's figure it out, because this doesn't make actual sense. Shit, now you gotta choose the right one. It'll probably be this one. So it was the first one added, right? Let's see what happens when I do this. Nothing happens. Oh, hang on, standby. That might be the default. No, the default's 5, isn't it? If I close this and go to item slot and the designer. Okay, yeah, the default's 5. So I thought for some reason, like, it reset to, like, this. Actually, maybe it did, because the number was always 1. So yeah, maybe the data's not set there anymore, so then it's showing all of this stuff visible again. But I thought we told it to not do that if the thing was invalid. Let's check. If we do this, well, we told it to refresh slot instead. The drag and drops are hard to debug because they don't exist until you drag an item and then you can't yeah. Yeah. Does that happen with this one? It does. Okay, so maybe it's not that then. I just don't know why it shows this after. Let's search where's the set visibility? Let's find by name all, because I just want to see if we're setting something somewhere that we shouldn't be setting. So inventory screen, that's in regards to the showing the inventory, so it's not that one. Not the drag op, we set the visibility. The engine sequencer has nothing to do with us. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of set visibilities, but the ones we need to worry about are up here, I think. Okay, we have 2 set visibility nodes here, which those ones are fine. We don't want to see the number at all in this one, hey? We just want to see the item, I would assume. That should have fixed it. Yeah, no, it's still doing it. Yeah. Item slots. Stop simulating. Get the item quantity. Slot is empty. Item quantity. This doesn't get triggered, which is the annoying thing. Or perhaps I had it on the wrong one. That's also possible. Let's get we'll get rid of this now. Put this off to the side. We'll start simulating. Open this up. Shit. This is the one annoying part about this sort of system, is you don't know what one is frickin' which. I don't know how to identify these. I mean, I guess we can just do all. That one didn't work, so maybe this one will work. Oh, you know what? You know what? Actually, I think I just figured it out. So, this isn't firing because on cancel drag, we don't refresh the slot. So, why don't we just do that in drag and drop op? Drag and drop op, motherfucker! So, out item slot, screw this, screw this. Hey, look, there's the issue. There's the issue right there. Literally, that's it. But we're going to refresh slot anyway. Okay. Because if it still has data in it, then it's going to work, right? Yay. Drag. Move. There, okay. Event drop triggered the event, what's it called? Breakpoint now. Oh, but it's still on drop. We got to check if this is a hot. Yeah, let's add a what's it called? A boolean here. We'll call it hotbar drag. But that's not going to work for. That's going to work for if we drag stuff from the hotbar. If we drag stuff from the hotbar, it shouldn't matter because we're making a copy of the original item, so we don't want to do that. What we do need to know if when we drop it, if we've dropped it on the hotbar. Right? So event drop. So screw this. Or sorry. Event drop, we need to get a reference to the hotbar of some variety. Should we do get all widgets a class? Can you do that in here? You can. Because there's only one. So it's not, we're not doing a whole lot of work, right? And then but how do we check if this is the item that we dropped over? Maybe not, then. Maybe we don't put this here then. Maybe we do put it on the on drop. What is this white box that's near my thing? Oh, okay. Oh my god. That's going to follow us around the whole time. It's going to be really annoying. Yeah, maybe we don't put it here then. Maybe we put it inside of the on drop. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So out item slot, we're going to refresh slot. And we want the out item and the owning grid. Yeah, so out item right here, and sorry, I guess we'll drag this out. Can't add a reroute node because fuck me. Out grid. Out Frid, everybody. Out Frid. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. Alright, so then we drag this. Doesn't work there, but works there. Perfect. Okay, so that works exactly as intended. Okay, real time, killing it with the triple puns. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? You can say the UI problems are unreal. Man, I say that all the time. Like, this is unreal. Unreal, everybody. That's really unreal. Yeah, there's some... Yeah, I said that a lot in that bug I showed you guys earlier, the Phantom UIs. I'm like, this is unreal. This is, like, doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's working now. So now we gotta... What's the next thing we gotta do? We gotta... Oh, sorry, I thought my cat was snoring. I just heard a sound that sounded like my cat snoring. My cat does snore really loud. And I was just like, but the cat's not there, so I'm like, what is that sound? Anyways, so, yeah, the next thing we gotta work on, let's see here, so that works. But, when we use the item, we need to push a key, obviously. So we need to make some inputs, and then we need to make, we can put some numbers or something up here to indicate which one belongs to which. And then when we use it, we're gonna have to go to our HUD, and then and then our HUD's gonna have to run all of that information. So let's start with the inputs. Get out of UI for a second and do something else. Actions. So we'll say input action, and we'll call it Hotbar1, and we'll duplicate that. Duplicate. Done. That's easy. Defaults. Hotbar1 will be 1. Did that surprise anybody? 2, 3. Repetitive stuff is always where I make mistakes, because it's just like I kind of turn my brain off and then just do the stuff. So anyway, save. That's done. In our player controller now, we will put all of this stuff here. So to be honest, it makes no difference to just cast and get your HUD and then just run events or run custom events instead of interfaces, to be honest, because your HUD's always loaded with your player controller anyway. So cast to main, or sorry, to HUD class. Oh, not that HUD class. Sorry, get HUD cast to HUD class. That one. There we go. Yeah, it makes no difference to do this, to be honest. So we'll just get that after we get our mapping context. And I'm not going to break this. It's just, I'm just going to leave it the same because do we? No, we don't. Okay. IA underscore hotbar1 and hotbar2. You know what would actually be easier? I was just thinking about using like an index for this. I don't know if that is just too complicated. No, it won't be. Let's do that. So, I mean, you still need a control for each one. But I'll show you what I mean here in a sec. Hotbar 4. So, you know, sure, we'll say hotbar index. And that'll be an integer. Sorry, I just got to think about how to do this now, if I'm changing it up. But we'll sidebar that. Sidebar the hotbar. These expanded input entries would drive me batty. Oh, these? Oh, frick yeah. I would hate that. My cats snore loud as well, but the white one, Handsome Jack, is currently giving me the I'm hungry look. The one thing I really, really like about my cat is my cat knows that if I get woken up by it complaining that it's hungry, that I will lose my shit and throw socks at it. Or balled up socks or whatever. So it literally patiently waits outside my door, doesn't say a goddamn word, and then as soon as I get up, then it's like, meh, meh. So yeah, it's good. And then I think it didn't learn that the hard way. It learned that through my other cat that I had. Because it was annoying. It always meowed at my door, and I'd open my door and throw socks at it and run away. But yeah. You need to set the index number on each input, then use the index to select the hotbar number so that all of them can run the one hotbar call. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking, right? So, yeah, so you would set it basically, I mean, yeah, hotbar 0. I don't know what, it was like a Brooklyn into something that was not Brooklyn at all, so I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, the hotbar, we're gonna hook up the index, and we're walking through the fucking street. Get the fuck up there. All right, there we go. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So we probably in our hotbar drag where hotbar slot. Here we go. We probably need to add a hotbar index here, and then add a right. Does this seem right? And then this would have to be instance editable. Why expose and spawn? That's what I was looking for. I don't know why that was so hard. Anyways, this would be 0. This would be 1. This would be 2. This would be 3. Okay, so there, they all have their own unique index. We're setting that in our controller, and then we can create an event inside our HUD class that will run custom event. We'll call this use hotbar. I just realized the complexity of using an item that's... No, this will just select it. If you have any use logic, that would be in whatever the item is, right? So, anyways, use hotbar. We're going to add a input for an index. A hotbar index. Hotbar! Get your hotbar here! Integer. There we go. Okay, and use hotbar. So now we're going to get our main HUD. Get hotbar. And let's create something in the hotbar then. So like these almost have to be, oh, I see. No, what we'll do is we'll make an array. And we'll add 3 pins, and then we'll drag these out. So not the button, but the hotbar slot itself. Yeah, so this will go into 0, because that was what we said is 0. Shit, I should rename them then. So I don't make a mistake. Hotbar 0. Hotbar 0. Hotbar 1. There it is, okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, okay. So there we have all the right hotbars and the right thing, and then we're just going to get a get node, get a copy. We're not going to run off of event construct, because that's dumb. We're going to get a custom event called select hotbar. One thing we need to do is we need to visually delineate that we are using that hotbar selected. Okay, so anyways, this will be the hotbar index. And this will be an integer. And then this will plug into the get node. Okay, so now we have the exact hotbar that we're referencing. And in the HUD class, I got to call this event now. So select hotbar, plug that in, plug that in. Okay, that's done. That's all configured. So now we're going to select, just to test it out, we're going to go back to our hotbar, and we will get display name, and we will print string. Okay. Going to push 1. Oh, that's... I see. I forgot that we were using that to debug our inventory. So let's change that. I have the inventory open here. Debug. Oh, it's in our player controller or our player or something. I threw it somewhere random so we could, it's in our player. So that we could just see what's in our inventory. This is going to move to our controller because bad TG put things... Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. Create a matching function, because this is just getting the actor eyes. Oh, okay, it's not going to copy anything over. That's hilarious. Third person character, functions, interact. Oh, we get the follow camera, I see. We can get the world actor eyes instead. Right? Get player camera manager. Get actor eyes. Viewports. Plug it in, plug it in. There we go. This was this plus this. Interact channel, blah, blah, blah. That all works. Compile. We good? We good. Okay, and then our third person character. Event graph. I deleted that. Great. Okay. Where do we have that debug key to push 1? Maybe it wasn't our controller. I don't know where that is. Let's see. Let's go to our inventory, and how do we find that? We can right click. Oh, maybe it's. Oh, it's right here. Well, we can see what's in our inventory, so we don't need that anymore anyway. So, all right, there. Let's check that out. 1, 2, or do we have to have this open? Not working. So let's see why. Is a C++ delegate the same as an event dispatcher? Yes. Delegates are what they're called in C++, and they're only available to blueprints because they designed event dispatchers. They basically exposed the delegate system to us in blueprints with event dispatchers. So yes, it's the same thing. On the inventory component, yes, okay, perfect. Is this setup leveraging delegates at all? Yeah, I think we do at some point. I can't remember. Didn't we do one when we, I can't remember if we did one on this project. We will do lots in Tarkov because there's way more complicated shit going on there. So, anyways, what were we doing again? I forgot. Oh yeah, we're checking why this wasn't working. So, first of all, we'll see if this does anything. Nope, doesn't get called. So, oh shit, you know what it was? I think. We didn't call this event at all, so where's my controller? Controller. I'm stupid. So, we need to get our HUD class, which we have a reference to now. Get HUD class, and we need to select Hotbar. What did I call it? Use Hotbar. Use the Hotbar, and then we'll plug in our Hotbar index, and then we'll run everything into here. Perfect. Okay, now it should work here. Whoops, I don't need that. And I didn't mean to push escape. Okay, 1. Hotbar 0. Runs it 4 times. Runs it 5 times. Runs it 6. What the fuck? Okay, well, we're getting the right ones. It's just running it a bunch of times. What's calling it all these times? You were setting up the inputs so they actually do something? Well, I mean, we were just getting a reference to the correct hotbar, so which obviously works now, other than the fact that... Oh, it's untriggered. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much! Fucking triggered. Hate triggered. Probably just did it by default. Or without thinking about it, sorry. Alrighty. Shit, we don't need that. Oh, Hotbar 1, Hotbar 2. It's still Hotbar 0. Did I not change that one? Oh, I didn't. I'm dumb. Okay, sorry. I just swapped that. There we go. Okay. Oh, Hotbar 2. I didn't uncheck that. Sorry. Alright, there we go. It's all working now. Hotbar 1, whatever. Hotbar. Hotbar. So there we go. What time is it? Almost time to get off. So we got our hotbar system made. We got it so that we can drag items into the hotbar and it duplicates the items in the hotbar. And then, you know, if we want to have some heals and some grenades or whatever. So, I mean, that all works. This duplicates the item data that's in here in there. So the only thing we didn't do is when you push one, it, I mean, it shouldn't take too long to make that. I can probably make that right now. So, let's create a boolean inside of the hotbar slots called, slot empty. Let's change, sorry, let's add another one called slot selected. And we will get a boolean, or yeah, sorry, make that a boolean, and we'll compile. That'll be false by default. Let's go to the designer and just make something that looks good. Maybe we just change the background. I don't know. Or the button background is that color, hey? I hate changing button styles. It's just so freaking annoying. So, tint, yes. Do we need a button there? Like, serious question. I don't think we need a button, because the button in the inventory, my idea was like you click on and you can like add an action menu, right? So I don't think we need a button, so we're going to move the item image outside the button first. Actually, sorry, the scale box with it. That really screws it up, hey? Or do we put it in the size? No. Size box can only have one child, so we'll get rid of the item button. We'll do the item scale box part of the size box now. There we go. Okay, so we just get rid of that. I guess we're going to have to add a border of some variety now. There's going to be some airage, I think. Or we didn't reference the button at all, did we? Sweet. So we'll put this border on the overlay. We'll fill, and I think I gotta put it at the top here, so it's at the bottom, because that makes no sense. And then we gotta change the color and color, content, and opacity to, like, I don't know, what did we have before? Like a gray that was like slightly transparent, something like that. Interesting. Does it have to go on the bottom? Oh shit, I changed the wrong one, didn't I? I did. That's content color. Cancel that. I do that sometimes. Brush color, there we go. But this still has to go at the top, because it's backwards. Okay, there. So that's what we're looking for. And then we can change, let's make this a round number, because we're gonna have to change it back, right? So let's do like 0.5 there, and we can probably copy this code. And then when it's selected, we will change this to like blue or something, right? So hotbar is what we want now. So it's going to select that hotbar. This is going to make this hotbar slot selected to true. First, actually, what we should do is we should get a for each and just set all of these to not selected. Let's do this here. Let's move this down. So we'll do set slot selected to false, and then we'll set the Did I make the border? I didn't. Designer border BG color, we'll call it. I spelt it the Canadian way. Suck it. Anyways, we could also just create an event in here and just run the events. Yeah, shit, why don't we do that? Way easier. Custom events. Reset slot color. This is actually an opportunity. Somebody's mentioning event dispatchers. This is actually an opportunity where we could do 1. So let's do that instead, just to do something different. We'll just say reset color. Okay. So instead of this for each loop, we could call this dispatcher instead. And then we just need to get a reference to it in our hotbar slot. So event construct on the end here. We need to get widget of class, I guess. Widget of class. Get all widgets of class hotbar, because it's the only one. Sorry, it's the only one that we need. Or the only one that's in the world, right? Hotbar. Okay, we got to plug both of these in here. And then we're going to bind to... Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? I have to compile and then all this should all work, right? Bind to... It's not showing up, so maybe we got to cast to it instead. Cast to hotbar. Shit. I can't remember what you need to get like a UI. Get... Would it be easier just to make a hotbar like variable and make it exposed on spawn, and then when it's... draws around a box. Oh, sorry, yeah, on this guy here. Yes, of course. BG color, round a box, thank you, and then outline. We don't care about the outline, but we want it to be fixed. And we probably had like, what, 10 on here before? Sweet. Cool. Anyways, graph. Does anyone, do you remember if you want to get a widget, what you need to put here? I can't remember right now. Get owning player works. On this, I don't think that would work. Owning player, get... Owner might work. Oh, widget. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, it gets the player controller associated with this UI. Let's try it out. See if it works. Then we're gonna bind to reset color. Custom event, reset color. So we need to set our slot empty to false, and then we need to get our BG color and set brush color. Shit. Set brush color. And then we're going to paste that code down here. Okay, so that's done, and then we need to unsubscribe from that, obviously. So this is off of event construct, right? Okay, event construct. So we need event destruct, and we're going to come up here and then come out of here, and then we're going to unbind all from reset color. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean by spelling the Canadian way. You meant the correct spelling. Oh, yeah, because did they do that in the UK as well? They spell it with a U. Hotbar does not inherit from player control. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's actually get player controller. And then we need to... you would get owning player if it was multiplayer, actually, is what it would be. So, but this case, we want to get HUD. Actually, shit, we don't even need that. Oh, no, we do. And then this. There. Because I was remembering... does not inherit from HUD. What does it inherit from? User widget. So do I have to get user widget? Or just get widget? Maybe you do have to get widget of class, but it doesn't... I'm so confused. Window title bar, transform. Event reply, don't need any of that stuff. We don't need the widget geometry. Get the outer user widget? That seems like what we need. Except nothing shows up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not really sure how to get the object we need. Because it doesn't inherit from Hotbar, from user, parent class is user widget. Let's get all widgets a class then. That's weird that you can't just get widget of class, which is really frustratingly annoying, to be honest. I've needed that a couple of times. Okay, so we'll get all widgets of class. We'll just do this, I guess. We'll uncheck that. We will get the hotbar. And we will get a copy, and then we'll plug that into here. That's super odd. Oh yeah, what's this? What's this note now? It doesn't even give you a note. Item is already a hotbar. Well, yeah, I know, but it wouldn't let me bind to the fucking event, so I had to do this. Okay, well now it's working. Don't ask me questions that I clearly can't answer. I don't know what the fuck that was. So, anyways, that was just... Sorry, we're just doing the selection. So we've set that brush by color. We've cleared it. We've called that, and now we're going to set slot selected, and then we're going to change the color again. So this again, BG color, set color, sorry, set brush color. And the brush color will be, we'll paste that code again, but we'll make the color something else. Seems appropriate-ish. Okay, so by default, on event construct, we need to basically set... Or the index is already going to be 0. Right, so when we construct, we want to run this, and it's going to get, I think by default it should get 0. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Or maybe we just set... Maybe we just get here, get a copy, and just make it 0. So do we do our own line of stuff? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe we should make this a variable then. Promote to variable. Hotbar index. And by default, we'll make it 0. Because then it's always going to have the first one selected by default, right? So, perfect. Actually, by doing it this way, if you change levels, actually this will be nuked anyway if you change levels, if you wanted to have like the previous hotbar selected or whatever the case was. But anyways, so we'll get that. This is pretty messy, but it's fine, I guess. I think I can move this back. We shouldn't actually need that anymore, this print string, because we know it works. And then we should be able to visually see our selection. Selected, selected, selected. There we go. So perfect. So that works. Maybe if there's no item in it, we can do this next time. But if there's no item in it, we can just have it not be selectable or something like that. And then yeah, we can put some items in here to make it look better. Right? Fuck! I hit escape instead of whatever I was supposed to push. And I'm hitting the tilde key instead of other things. Oh, I'm just such a mess today. Alright. Close that. 1, 2, there we go. Oh, looks super nice. Okay, so there's your hotbar. Add reroute nodes properly deletes the nodes it connects to. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm just ribbing the Americans. I have to use color in every program. Yeah, right? Americans go and make programs and then try to make everyone conform to their language choices. Okay. This one's further down the line for me. I'm heading to do the pooling videos and finally implement it in my game. Yeah, Eddie, welcome to the stream. I didn't see you join. Sorry about that. Set it to draw as rounded box. Get owning player. Works. Yeah, we read all that already. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the new video that just dropped, it's the object pool pattern. Somebody asked in the comments on that video already if it's worth watching versus the other one I made for the first-person shooter series. This one has more information in it, and yeah, so it's definitely worth a watch because you know you might learn something that you didn't know before. You never know, right? So. David said, I use both color and color. I guess is how you said it. I don't know. But, yeah, anyways, check that out. So, this video went live last night, so it's live for everybody. When I get off here, I'll be jumping on a call with Leroy, if you're still in the chat, about multiplayer, because I recorded the video for next week already last night. I just got to edit it after that, so I will get that done tonight, so it should be available for members soon. But yeah, it's holidays next week, right? So lots of stuff to do with Azura and lots of stuff to do with family. So I wanted to get the video done so I didn't have to worry about getting a video out stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any questions here, just throw them in. And again, thanks for joining the stream, as always. What else? Yeah, of course, request a system if you guys haven't already. Yeah, we'll work on stuff pretty much every Saturday, right? So we've done the hotbar, but we got to do stuff with the hotbar. I'm not sure if we'll do that, to be honest. That's how you make the hotbar. The actual like using of the items is more, you can actually probably watch one of my UI videos that I made, the UI, here I'll pull up the actual video that we did here. It'll be the same sort of idea, so I'm sure it'll be easy enough to figure out. Sorry, one sec here, just having a look. YouTubeage. We're on to YouTubeage, and we're gonna go to my videos. And we're gonna go to videos, and it was one of the earliest videos I've done, so I'm just gonna go to, oh, you can't go all the way to the end, that's lame. Oh, you can go all the way to the end, there we go. Okay, which one was it? It was, yeah, around here. So we did a hotbar, which wasn't really a hotbar, it's just a quick use item slot, but this is prior to me showing my face as well, so you don't have to look at me for that long, or at all actually. But yeah, so I split these up back in the day because I didn't think that people wanted to sit through, longer than 50 minutes of stuff or whatever to make something. But now through my FPS video, I tested it, and people are willing to sit through the tutorial if it's good, right? So, yeah, I should have combined all of these, to be honest, but I didn't. Anyways, so yeah, you start here, which is we're creating our hotbar, and yeah, you basically just cycle through the cycle through the inventory. So I'm not going to have the sound on, but where's the end here? There's the end, so yeah, that's what it looks like, but yeah, so you learn how to make that, and then the subsequent videos you learn how to like use the item and stuff, and you just find the index of the actual item in your inventory, and then you use that item, and then that item should have some sort of use script, or yeah, each individual item should have some use script in it, right? So of what it does. So like obviously the the what do they call it? Oh, sorry, I thought it was running. Like obviously this will be will derive from a health class or something like that. So you'll use it and it's going to gain health. Grenades probably going to be something to do with like an object pool system, like like I was talking about there, right? So throw a grenade and then all of it. These are going to have different things. Melee, you're probably just going to equip the melee and then equip the guns, and then they'll all have their own scripts and their own thing, right? So it's not too complicated to set up past this point. But yeah, so there you guys go. Hopefully you learned some stuff, and I definitely learned some stuff. I learned that you can't, you have to just get all widgets of class instead of whatever I said in what was it? It was the Hotbar slot, right? Yeah, you had to get all widgets of class to get the one widget you need. So I don't know. That's silly to be honest. But anyways, not a lot of info out there on good object pool patterns. Yeah, so I don't know if you watched the video already, but yeah, it's really good. I've been trying a different approach with my videos the last little bit because people have different ways of learning. So obviously doing like a theory portion, and like I put it on screen because like a lot of people just want to see how to do it. Like they don't care about the theory, which you should, but I mean, it's, I can't control people, obviously, so, but yeah, just giving them the theory portion of it and saying, like, hey, the theory is from this time to this time, and then we're going to show you a live tutorial after that, so if they want to skip ahead to the live tutorial, I'm going to watch my analytics pretty closely and see if people are actually doing that. But, yeah, I don't know if you guys like that that way of doing it, so share the theory, because everything I even said earlier, like, he didn't know why the object pool pattern was so great until he watched like the theory portion of it, and then same thing with the video. Or sorry, yeah, no, it was from the object pool pattern video. I was trying to think of the other video, but there was no other video. I don't know about your choice of melee though. Who hit someone with bolt cutters, buddy? I don't know. If I only had bolt cutters, those could do some fucking damage. Holy shit. I used to have bolt cutters in my car because we would pay for a parking lot in film to park our crew cars and stuff, and then they would give me the key, and then the key wouldn't work, and like it's 4 a.m. Who am I going to call, right? Nobody. So I just cut the lock with the bolt cutters and then just buy them a new lock. So yeah, I used to have some in my car. I don't know where they ended up because I took them out of my car since because I don't need them anymore. Anyways, have a proper Simbo, everyone. No one donate and steal my precious number one, Crimbo. Not sure what that Crimbo means. Is that UK slang? But the last few tours have been your best work yet. Love the theory and reason why. Like in the pool pattern, you went into the memory management part, very detailed. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah. That way, like, when I'm doing the research, like obviously if I know how to do something and I understand the theory behind it, like when I still do research on it because there's some stuff there that I didn't even know. And then I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that. And then I put that in my script and then it's like, now I've learned something new too. So I'm getting something out of it as well, right? So sometimes though, there are many interdependencies between blueprints, data assets, BPIs, blah, 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 blah. Showing a diagram would help. Yeah, Crimbo is Christmas. I've never heard that term before. Maybe that's a European/UK thing. I don't know. Because Joppy seems to know what it is. But yeah, the diagrams do help. I think probably would be better to show like the reference viewer a lot. Let's look at how gross this one is. Yeah, so here's all the data assets, right? This is why soft references are good, right? So obviously these are in my inventory, right? So this is why they're not soft references or whatever, but like this is all that's my player's referencing right now. I mean, you can go deeper, right? Obviously we're going to have materials eventually. There we go. Yeah, obviously, the animation graph, and then we need reference to the blend space with all the different animations and all this, right? This is why the player is already pretty chunky. That's why you want to avoid putting stuff in the player as much as possible. Right, and then using the video I have coming out next week that's going to talk about all the framework, like that's going to really change your your view on how stuff works, right? I can give you guys a little preview of that if you want. Save selected. So yeah, like I said, I haven't edited the video yet, so I don't know how bad it is. It's a UK thing, Crimbo. Okay, nice. Is like that on packaging for stuff? Like you go buy Crimbo bows or Crimbo ribbons, stuff like that, or is that just a? Yeah, it's funny. The soft referencing is alluded to being important, but Epic doesn't really communicate on how critical it is to understand referencing. TG, look at my fat cat in Discord and showcase your pets, I assume. That's a broad mother fudger right there. I disagree. My cat's twice as wide as that fucking thing. My cat's a... Well, yeah, I posted a video, a photo of my cat. But my cat likes to lay on its back. It just, like, lays on its back and just, like, stretches its legs out and then just, like, looks around and just, like, examines everything. It's funny. But, sorry, one sec. I can close... Actually, I'll leave that open because I need that for in a little bit here. Member channel, what's going on in there? Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, obviously. You guys are... A couple of you guys still hanging out here. We're just trying to see what's coming up here. This is the project I need to open for Leroy anyway, so... this is saving me some time, in a sense. Okay, I gotta create a duplicate of this project anyway, too, so I can do one for YouTube after. So, yeah, fair warning, I understand how multiplayer works. I understand what can be replicated and what can't be replicated. I just am having a tough-ass time making shit work. So, yeah, I'm getting some help from some peoples on the Discord. Anyways, we want levels. We want this one. Azura also got me RAM for Crimbo. So, yeah, that was really... I have 64 gigs of RAM now. DDR4, 3600 megahertz, so it slays. So, anyways, what we're going to do is, in the video, we're going to talk about, obviously, like, the controller, because, like, you know, if you have all your controllers, all your input stuff's in the player, if I change characters like this, I wouldn't be able to control her at all. It would be all in him, right? So... yeah, I'm just showcase the controller and the pawn. That's like pretty simple. And then I showcase the game instance, obviously. So like passing data. So you know you pick this up, and sorry you can't see it because this outliner's in the way. But there's my gold, right? So we got my gold, and the door that just disappeared. That's going to be game mode, game state, all that kind of stuff. We're going to showcase that, and then when you change levels, you keep all your shit. Right? So that's what we're going to be covering in the next video. So let's get rid of that and get rid of that. What's this? Oh yeah, I got it. It randomly goes into the middle of nowhere for some reason. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do next video. It's going to be great. You guys can learn how to do that, how to do proper things in the world to trigger world events and stuff. I laughed. I didn't do this in the video, but I laughed when I was prepping. I put this guy here and he just kind of dies and then I can just kick him around. What is this? Pow World? Spawn all my dragons. Get him! Just kidding. But yeah, anyways, so that's what we're doing in the next video. And if you guys like the stream, obviously like the stream. And make sure if you haven't subscribed and you're watching, just subscribe to the channel. We got some great stuff we're going to be learning here. Yeah, so after this video next week, we're going to be doing the one on multiplayers, which is what I'm getting help with. If you guys want me to do some other design pattern, let me know, because I mean those three were kind of like the biggest ones people are going to use and actually search for, but if you guys want me to make another specific one, let me know for sure. I do need to work on Tarkov, but I need to take a break from it because I'm moving obviously, and then it's Christmas and then moving right away, so gotta get settled in and blah blah blah. So it might be a little bit till I work on it again, but it's pretty close to being ready for me to record it. So anyways, regardless, I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and you guys have a good one. See you later. Peace.